And good afternoon, everyone. John Russell along with Bill Mann here at CatchMark SportsNet. And Bill drew straws and lost, as he is doing.
Pulling double duty.
Doing the cameras, and along with Courtney Jemison. And Cal could not be here today. We're at the West Michigan Conference Lakes Finals. And we will be broadcasting that. They're still in the middle of the preliminaries here right now, so we will, and bear with us on this, because this is, in my 30 years of broadcasting, this is my first track meet ever, and I think this is your first.
Well, it's not the first that I'm streaming, but
No,
it is
it's
the first
that we're calling.
that I'm doing a little color on here. And the last time I attempted to do color while producing, I did a basketball game with Brent. And he was calling the game, and he'd be like, "Is that right, Billy?" And I'd be like, "Uh-huh."
Best color man in the business.
Yeah. So I think it runs a little more smooth now. So there's not as much switching in back and forth as there would be for basketball. So
yeah, we'll try to cover it and do the best that we can right now. As we said, the preliminaries are going on right now, the semifinals, and there'll be a little bit of a break here, but I think we might have enough information with our help from the folks at athletic.net to kind of get you caught up on what's going on here today as well. Like, for instance, I was looking at the men's varsity 100 meters. They ran the semifinals, and Malcolm Irvin of Whitehall won that one with a time of 11:19. And then Isaiah Atchison from Montague, Irwin, of course, from Whitehall. So Montague's Isaiah Atchison close second at 11:45. Then you had Nathan Gilchrist of Ludington, a couple of Ludington guys, Billy. You had Nathan Gilchrist and Jonah Peterson both coming in. They had Nathan at 11:59 and Jonah Peterson at 11:74. And then to round out the top five was Jaden Daly of, looks like Oak Ridge at 11:92. So those are your top go-getters in the semis. So what that means is Malcolm is already qualified then for the finals, and then what they'll do is they will take the top scores from there and go the rest of the way. So
wow, that is quite the speed.
Yeah.
Very fast, very fast.
Courtney says she has filmed some racing at Berlin Raceway, so she says she's a veteran that way. So we said, well, at least this should go a little bit slower than that, so she ought to be able to. And I think we have her up on the roof, so we're hoping that the rain holds off. We did get a little bit of a spill of rain here a little bit earlier, but so far so good. We'll keep our fingers crossed on that. A little bit of news, I think, over in the field events, right, involving David Conrad of Whitehall. Not to catch you off guard here, Billy.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's pretty intense. He went 15.95 on the pole vault and beat his school record today, which is pretty amazing. Be sure to check out our Facebook socials later. We'll get a video of that up if you haven't seen it, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah, his own personal best was 15.6 before today. So he broke that, you said, huh? And he was already leading the West Michigan Conference leaderboard that we post each and every week on CatchMark SportsNet as well. So congratulations to David Conrad. Also, let's see what else I got going on here.
We had the women's varsity high jump finals.
Yes.
Ariana Black from Whitehall with 4:10 in first place. Libby McCarthy from Manistee, 4:10. Looks like she tied with Whitehall. Mallory Britton, 4:2 from Whitehall, as well as Fremont and 2 from Manistee, also with 4:2. Rachel Maddox from Fremont, Danielle Vasquez from Manistee, and Lindsay Gardner from Manistee as well.
All right, let's see what else we have here. I did the 100-meter guys, and let's go to the 110-meter hurdles for guys. Again, these would be the semifinals. We'll be looking at the finals here in a little bit. They'll have a little bit of an intermission, and then the national anthem, and they'll start the finals. So I believe everything will probably get underway here, I don't know, 5:30, 6 o'clock or whatever. So we may have some time to kill, but we'll run these by you. Logan Sines of Whitehall came in first in the 110-meter hurdles 15:62 was his time. Then you had Lucas Peterson from Ludington coming in second at 15:78. Very close race there. Daniel Romero, who has been top of our leaderboard in some events, came in third at 15:84 from Fremont. And then Cam Thompson, one of the local favorites from Whitehall, came in at 16:25. And then you have Corbion Harris from Orchard View at 17:15, kind of rounding out the top 5 or so in the men's varsity 110-meter hurdles.
Wow. I don't know if I personally could do the hurdles.
Well, we were watching them. We said, some people just kind of plow right through them a little bit, and that would be more along our lines, I think, right?
I'd cross the finish line with all of them still strapped to my belly and just dragging them across the finish line.
It'd be the 110-meter demolition derby is what that would be if Billy and I, if they'd have to tie me with a sundial if there would not be enough time if I was doing. I was not a track guy in school, so football and baseball, and those are the two main sports for me back in the day. But a lot of respect for the track athletes. These guys are just they can put in some incredible times. Men's varsity 400 or 4x8 relay, finishing first in the semis was the Whitehall team, the A team. Whitehall A, with a time of 8 minutes, 10 seconds, 10.46. I guess that's how you would do that. That was Jack Houdeman, Carter McIlroy, Andre Richmond, and Stuart Waters. And watching that event, that was one that we were just setting up and getting a chance to watch it. Fremont came in second overall at 8 minutes, 16 seconds, and .24. And Fremont jumped out with a lead. Sean Pettis set a great pace to start with there as I lose my place here, and then gave off to Chase Lowry. But then Carter McIlroy was the second leg after Jack Houdeman for Whitehall, and so then you saw McIlroy really gain on Chase to the point that they were just about dead even when they gave their batons to their respective teammates. One was Andre Richardson, that's McIlroy, handing off to Richardson. And then you had Lowry handing off to John Christensen just about simultaneously. And Richmond, of course, one of the leading runners in the area, really put some distance on, and that was really kind of the difference there. So I think you had to credit, obviously, the speed of Richmond, but also the speed of Carter McIlroy to really close up the gap that Fremont had, from the start, and that was really kind of the difference in the race. And then Stuart Waters finished it off. Gary Springstead came in as the final leg for Fremont in that one, and really gave Waters a race for his money, and kind of closed the gap a little bit. But they were just kind of too far behind from the pace that Richmond had set in that particular race.
Yeah, it was quite interesting to watch, actually, because I mean, when it first started, you thought that Fremont was just going to,
right,
take the race, and then slowly but surely they started bringing ground up, and it just they couldn't catch back up afterwards. It was a pretty fun race. I can't wait to see the finals on that one when we get to it.
Ludington came in third with their team, Jonas Sweet, Jose Flores, Trey Kisson, or Kayson, Keson. Apologize if I'm massacring that name, but I think it's Trey Kesson. And then you have Yibi Borama bringing up the final leg for Ludington. They finished with a time of, 8:26.5. And then you had Montague with Wildcats of Clay Johnson, Alex Graves, I believe, and I got one of these good phones that goes to sleep on me while I'm talking. It's sort of like my wife. Noah Raff and Owen Fairchild came in for Montague at a time of 8 minutes 37 seconds and .98, and then Manistee and then Oak Ridge brought up the rear there. And of course, we're talking about the men's varsity 4x8 relay, the semifinals. And what girl events did you give there? So I don't want to give the same one that you did.
I did the high jump.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still in the track and field events. So I'll do the 100 meters for the females. You had Lacey Zimmerman. There we go. Lacey Zimmerman of Manistee, 13 minutes, 4 seconds. Destiny Lane good race, putting Zimmerman to the test there. Finished just behind her at 13:16. And then he had Victoria Eckel of Fremont, 13:40, and Maylee Hope of Whitehall at 13:51, followed by Lauren Smith of Montague at 13:59. So those were the top handful for the finishers in the women's 100 meters.
Now, do you know how does the top finishers there work going into the finals? Is it do you know how many it is that make? So
yeah, I had it here someplace. I know that the winner wins, and I think there's so many for the second time for the second place. Let's see. Should read the rules here sometimes, but that's sort of like. But yeah, I do know the winners win, and I think then you get then it becomes like the best times from there on down to round out the field a little bit. So. Yeah, I wish I had a better answer to your question there, Billy.
Well, because I was just wondering if the top 5 here are going to be the ones that are going off head to head.
They could very well be. You're right, because you'd have 5 lanes, right?
Yeah,
so.
That would be quite interesting to see. I mean, these times are all very close.
Right.
It's going to be a really good race.
And really, again, to see that. Well, we were talking about the men's 4x800 relay, and that was fun to watch as well. The girls' 200-meter varsity, might as well plug some of these girls. Destiny Lane of Oak Ridge did win that one, 27-20. Audrey Heisinger from Manistee came in second at 28-22, and then he had Maylee Hope finishing in the top 3 in third spot, 28-38, and Britta Johnson finishing fourth at 28-60, and Jenna Smolin of Whitehall, Britta Johnson of Montague, if I didn't mention that, but then Jenna Smolin of Whitehall finishing fifth for the ladies.
I guess 100-meter hurdles for the women.
Okay.
We had Amanda Cedarquist from Montague with 18:08. Catherine Karboski, hopefully I didn't ruin that name, 18.15 from Ludington. Greta Kerr, 18:51 from Ludington. Lindsay Gardner, 19:12 from Manistee. And this one I apologize. Geg Hansen at 20:04 from Manistee.
Oh, I wonder if that's Gigi.
Gigi? That's like my grandma, but it's Gege.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So we
Gigi. Yeah, I mean, I could.
It sounds
see that.
nice, doesn't it?
It sounds nice like that. Sounds a lot better than the way I said it.
We have dubbed the GG for. I think that might be what it is, but not 100% sure on that one. And that was what, the 100-meter hurdles, did you say?
Yeah.
For the ladies? Okay. Did I do the men's 100 meters? I'm trying to think. I'm going to check here real quick and see if I did. Yes, I did. Yep, that was that. So where am I at with the guys? And I did the 4x800 relay. And here. Okay, discus. There we go. Talk about the big, strong guys here. You had K.S. Johns with a throw of 129, 0.5 from Manistee. Chase Nazarowski of Whitehall at 127, 11.5. And then you had Adam Keffer of Ludington, came in third at 127, 0.5. So you can see how close he and Nazarowski was. And then Wesley Russell from Whitehall with a throw of 126, 2.5 from Whitehall. So there you have that.
Oh. Everybody screamed outside, and then a bee flew into the window at us. So.
All right. How you doing?
Seems like everybody's coming up to grab a little bite to eat.
We're popular because apparently we are the food tent for the track meet here. Is that a bee thing? Is that what's okay?
Yeah, it's
right.
Flying right in our window.
Are you allergic to bees, Billy?
No, not me. I'm not freaked out. That was not me squealing. But it seems like we're in our little mandatory 30-minute lull in between the semis and the finals. So we are getting close, everybody, to some
action.
Exciting action in the finals.
The pole vault, we kind of touched on this from David Conrad's perspective. This will be the men's pole vaults. semifinals. You had, or these would be the finals actually. Finals, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
David Conrad, 15.9.5, having a great day, breaking his personal best. Then you had Damian McIntaffer from Manistee at 12.6. That was a personal record. David Conrad, in case we didn't mention it, was a personal record as well. Then Trey Ferfinski of Lunnington at 12.6, so he ties McIntaffer. And then you had Kamar Reddy from Whitehall at 12 feet. So that would be the pole vault? Yeah, pole vault. And then the long jump, finish up here with the guys. Daniel Romero of Fremont at 26, so 20 feet 6 inches. And then Nate Boley at 20 feet 4 inches from Whitehall. And Dantea Johnson of Orchard View, very athletic young man he is, finishes third, 20 feet 1. And then you have Kamar Reddy again placing fourth with 19.11.5 from Whitehall, and Dakari Williams from Montague, 19.9.5, and Mason Dark, very close to him, teammate from Montague, at 19.2 to round out the top 6.
Wow, and that is a lot of track that's happened today.
It really is. Yeah, the field events are over, I do believe, and the rest will be the track events, right? That's what will be the finals when we get back to live action here. The girls, I don't think we covered the girls 4x800. That was one. Here we go. That was one in the by Lunnington, of the team of Olivia Anderson, Summer Brower, Nadia Grierson, and Christina Thies with a time of 10:28.75. And then he had to Whitehall, Cami Cry, I believe, Kraii or Cray. Again, our our apologies if that's wrong. Adeline Britton and Madison Parmalee and Ariana Treat of Whitehall coming in for Whitehall's team second at 10:46.17. And then Montague's Emma Pendel, Delaney Schultz, Grace Torsch, and Cammie Erickson coming in third at a time of 11:3.17. And then rounding out the top, well, might as well go to the top 5, right? Then at 4, you had Manistee. That would be Cecilia Postma, Georgia Haig, Madalina Herberger, and Verda Kornewski at 11:10.37. And then Oak Ridge, Milla Hanks, Addison Schmitz, Kara Morris, and Mercedes Patton with a time 11:21.14. So that would be the 4x800 relay for the ladies.
Man, and I noticed some of the names stick out because there are, the dual sporters,
right,
the ones that play, other ones we've called, games with them. Some of them track is their thing. So
sure,
this will be the first time you're even saying the names. So.
Right. And they don't have the numbers on there, so I know, like I said, one of the events is trying to get a beat on how to do this for the preliminaries. You had a couple of Ludington, and I said, well, it's got to probably be the Gilchrist, but which one, So we're probably going to have a little bit of that. I was looking for a little bit of hope from the PA announcer here, but he says, yeah, so we're going to do the best we can, but we probably won't have track assignments. So we'll, like I said, this is our first one of these, so you live and learn, and you have a little bit of growing pains. The city meet, we were told, was the one where they really have everything up to time. So naturally, we'll see how this all goes. We'll get through it, though. Hey, if it was easy, anybody could do it, right, Billy?
Oh yeah. I mean,
you did the girls' high jump. That's right. I remember you talking about that. I think we might be.
I think we're. The relay. Did you just do that?
Yeah.
And then so
I think we're all caught up.
We are caught up.
I can go over the leaderboard here that you see on CatchMark SportsNet that we put some time into, and again, want to thank the coaches for that. Again, if I made a plea out here, because I spend a lot of time on the weekends compiling a lot of information, and then Billy and Scott Scott kind of gets it set up from there, and then Billy puts it together in the graphic form. So it's a 3-man operation. How many? I got the old story. How many CatchMark employees does it take to put up a leaderboard? Well, the answer is at least 3. So now you know that. But through athletic.net, able to keep up with track pretty well. Baseball and softball is another animal, and some are very, very good at that, and we can only be as good as our information and the people that want to put time into it. And so we're still, again, our first year of doing this. We're trying to do something, and I say this in all my emails to the coaches, is, hey, I know we don't want you to look at this as, hey, this is one more thing I got to do, because I know there's a ton of you that are out there. And in football, what kind of worked pretty well was there's usually somebody close to the football that isn't the coach, that maybe is their stats person, and those are the people we're probably going to eventually work our way towards and do that. But until then, we're really kind of dependent on the coaches, and I always send out a weekly reminder, and then usually even a, hey, last minute reminder, we'd like to have these in by Sunday. And I realized last Saturday was a nightmare because you had the GMAA tournaments on Saturday, so you had all these games, and I totally get it. So, but if we could get this stuff in and in a timely manner, I know people see, and they don't see certain people up there and wonder, is that why not? Well,
I know my kid had a better time.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, yeah, there is a cutoff, so not everybody is going to make a leaderboard, but that is the sad part is if there's somebody that had a little bit of a better batting average or better ERA, and I'm talking baseball and softball basically, because we do have track pretty well covered. So that's why you're not seeing it up there. And I know Scott's done a good job of saying, hey, we're not hearing from these schools or whatever. This is, not, it's kind of a, don't shoot us. We're only the messenger here doing the best we can with it. So we do appreciate that. And it does take a lot of time to do that. Having said that, I will push ahead here with the boys leaderboard, and we'll get over to the girls, I guess, as long as we got some time to kill here now, Billy.
It looks like we have a little bit there.
Unless we get into Billy's life story of his life as a Baja filmer.
No need to go into life stories now. People want to know about track results.
All right. So in the 100 dash, you have for boys, this is the top 5. We go on the leaderboard. You have Malcolm Irvin, and now there might have been some personal best. Well, we do know Conrad's personal best was today, so some of these times might be a little bit off based on today's event, or maybe they had some events earlier this week, and so these might be a little bit off. But just to give you a general where we're at, Malcolm Irvin was at the top in the 100-meter dash at 10:94. His teammate Trannon Ayler at 11:14 was second. Then he had C.J. Pimpleton of Orchard View at 11:23, Nathan Gilchrist of Ludington at 11:30, and Jonah Peterson of Ludington at 11:31. Then you move on to the 200-meter dash. Malcolm Irvin again doing it up for Whitehall at 22:34. Jerry Weigers of North Muskegon at 22:84. Now, again with the leaderboard, this is going to be a Lakes event today, and I believe the Rivers event is going on someplace else today, if I'm not mistaken.
Holton?
I think so, yeah. So they're doing their thing today. We can only be in one place, so we're at the Lakes for today. So you're going to hear some. Rivers Division people in this leaderboard. So just letting you know that.
Hold on, let me do my mental. I think Hart's winning.
Okay. that's a good. Yeah, that's going off on a limb there. Yeah, Hart and Whitehall. I think got Whitehall as kind of maybe the class of the Lakes a little bit, and and Hart over in the Rivers Division. But, the 200 dash, Malcolm Irvin at 23:34. Jerry Weigers, I said, from North Muskegon, 22:84. Trannon Ayler of Whitehall at 22:91. Isaiah Atchison, he's one guy that we'll be able to pick out.
He was running. You could see him running that. He was in the lead, and he was fast.
A big guy, and he's hard to miss. And he's from Montague, of course, 23:14. And then Revan Gale from Hart, 23-23 in the 200 dash. In the 400 dash, Tran Naylor, Whitehall, 49.92. Jerry Weigers, North Muskegon at 51.94. Gary Springstead, watched him in that 4x800 event here, and just see that this kid can fly too. He finished third on the leaderboard at 52.19. Dakari Williams from Montague, 53.04. And then Easton Vanderswag of Hart at 53.40. Then you go to the 800 meter run, or the 800 run. Wyatt Dean of Hart, 1:59.66, and then Andre Richmond of Whitehall at 2:03.88. Jack Houdeman of Whitehall at 2:04.84. Sean Pettis of Fremont, 2:05.84, and Caleb Bitely of Hart at 2:06.04. Moving on to the 600 run, you have Clayton Ackley of Hart, that Ackley name up there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
4:24.24. There's a lot of fours in there. Andre Richmond of the Vikings, 4:25.93. Wyatt Dean of Hart, 4:30.11. Sean Pettis of Fremont, 4:30.18. And Carter McElroy of Whitehall at 4:30.83. The 3,200 run, Clayton Ackley of Hart, 93.55. Seth Ackley of Hart, 9:43.62. Clayton was 9:23.55. Carter McElroy of the Vikings was 9:45.46. Andre Richmond of the Vikings, 9:48.24. And Stuart Waters of the Vikings, 10:08.96. So the Vikings and Hart well represented in that 3,200. The 110 hurdles of Fremont, you had Daniel Romero, 15:57. Cam Thompson of Whitehall, 15:61. Logan Sines of Whitehall, 15:64. Max Nichols of Mason County Central, 15:98. And Lucas Peterson of Ludington at 16:39. Looks like there's
that's what I was just about to tell you. I said it looks like we're going to start with some hurdles, and that means we're probably getting close to these finals starting.
Yeah, I do know they have I believe the national anthem, and then they'll start trying to see what hurdle event this is, but we'll figure that all out. So let's see, 300 hurdles for the guys on the leaderboard. Hunter Hogan of Ravenna, 41.44. Daniel Romero of Fremont, 41.83. Lucas Peterson of Ludington, 45.58. Mason Dark of Montague, 42.87. Logan Sines of the Vikings, 42.94. So just an idea of, that's a lot of numbers here. I don't know if we're giving you number overload here, but that's kind of what we have. The day is kind of overcast. We did get a little bit of a rain shower. We're kind of doing a reverse rain dance here, trying to keep that away from us here. But
yeah, keep the rain away. I'm sure they don't want to run in it, but I really don't want the cameras. The cameras in rain don't really go well together.
They do not. So that is our plea, right?
Yes, please, rain, please, please stay away. It looks like there's still some field events going on over there.
Okay.
They have to be getting into the finals of that, though.
Yeah, it looks like that might be the shot put over there. So they're doing those right now. Let's see here. Guess I might as well go down my boys track results here. The relays, now these are going to be pretty much dominated by Hart. Hart has just an awesome relay. And again, the leaderboard takes the West Michigan Conference as a whole. It does not separate between lakes and the rivers. In the 4x100 relays, Whitehall's team of Tran Naylor, Nate Boley, Malcolm Irwin, and Lucas Palmer are in first place at 43.34. Then you have Hart's Revan Gale, Hunter Chaffee, Easton Vanderswag, and Iman Hertzler at 44.53. And then for the Cardinals, very talented relay team in the 4x100, C.J. Pimpleton, Trey Franklin Jr., Alex Thiele, and Dantea Johnson at 44.86. Ludington, you have Nathan Resterer, Nathan Gilchrist, Aiden Gilchrist, and Trey Ferfinski at the fourth slot in the 4x100 relay at 45.21. And then you have Cardinals Dantea Johnson, Trey Franklin Jr., C.J. Payne, and C.J. Pimpleton at 45-22, finishing fifth in that 4x100.
And those times probably will change a little bit after today.
We'll have some personal bests, I'm sure. And
they haven't changed much, I've noticed. Putting them in, it's like it's almost like the personal bests are getting a little bit more.
Right.
But they're kind of like, I don't know if they're
kind of finding their
maxing
level
out. They're kind of like, man, this is as fast. This is my top speed.
Yeah.
And maybe I could shave off a couple more seconds, but that's still like lightning compared to how fast I can run. I tell you that. No,
and that's one thing when we put together the track leaderboard. We knew the first couple of weeks are going to be really chaotic because people are going to get their personal best as they go on. The thought is as you're only going to run so fast, you would think that certain and we saw it a little bit this week, and I think it's going to be more and more where certainly you're going to have some personal bests still going out there, but by and large, if you have like the 5 top slots in any event, maybe 3 of the 5 will not change. And so I think the water will find its level a little bit there as we go on. So at least that's what I'm hoping. So, because otherwise it's a long weekend for.
I also find it interesting how you can change the order in the relay. You can have the same kids change the order. It's a different team.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you can kind of, but you kind of. You find out who runs faster in the middle portion, or who's better for you to be the at the end or start and get you in the lead, and it's fun. A lot of stuff that I'm learning.
Yeah, well, I think we all are as far as the track and field for sure. And the other thing that we're finding is on the relay teams is, and I'll use Hart as an example. You could certainly use Whitehall because they have several relay teams that finish in there. But Hart was the one that comes to mind where you have them, I think, and I'm thinking on the girls' side, where they have, I believe, all but one of the 5 is like a Hart team. But what happens is you get a different girl in there. So you might have 3 of the same girls in a particular relay team, but one girl rotates out and comes in. So it is truly a different team. And we watch that too, because there's no sense in having the same 4 kids all the time, beating their own records and stuff like that. So, but you have to really kind of watch that too. But yeah, Hart is versatile enough where you can, you can float in another girl or whatever at a certain place, and all of a sudden it gives you kind of a whole different relay team. So that's interesting too.
And just as fast.
Yeah. Boy, they are some running demons over there in Hart and Whitehall here as well.
Well, I remember we did a profile of the week on Ackley's.
Right.
And like they said, they run all the time. They play.
Oh yeah.
Tag. And they run for fun. Run for fun.
What? And there's a concept.
Yeah, there is something I have never done in my life is run for fun. Maybe I should. Yeah, right? Well, no, maybe I should.
We'd be in better shape. That's for sure. But that is it. I will say this about running, and it goes back to my years up in the Newaygo County League and following the cross-country teams for a lot of years up in Fremont when now Cliff Summers is there. But before that, you had Rich Tompkins, one of the all-time legends for a year, and they just blew everybody away. I mean, this little Fremont was just the cross-country mecca of the world. And my whole point of this is running is really a way of life. I mean, I remember in Fremont you would see a young man or woman, or not even so much a young man or a woman, but you knew that they continued on running, around town years after. I mean, it just gets in your blood, and that's what you do. You are a runner, and you do that forever. And that's kind of what happens there. And yeah, once you're a runner, very seldom do you. It happens, but that's usually a vocation for life. You're gonna see people out running around years later, and hey, that's great, keeps you in shape. I mean, I wish I would have stepped on that bandwagon. I was never much of a runner, even when I was in shape in football. I was not. Running was always a punishment to a football player. It was like, you screwed up, okay, run some laps.
Unless you're on the 2023 Miami Dolphins, they got a track team. I tell you. I think there's like 6 players on the team that ran like a 4.4 or 4.3.
Right.
And actually compete in track events. Like Tyreek Hill just competed and won in a track event in the off season.
You get that every once in a while. I mean, I go back to when I was just a little kid. Dallas Cowboys drafted this receiver that was called Bob Hayes. He had the moniker the fastest human in the world, and he ran in, I want to say, the 1960 Olympics. And he was just a flyer. Now, you have to mesh the flying with being able to catch a pass, and he did that very well. I mean, you could have the kid that's as fast as you want, but if he's got hands of stone, that's probably not going to help you too much on the football field. But there have been a few of those, like you said, those kind of they've been great in the world of track and field, and great sprinters on the football field as well. Great receivers.
Leave it to me to bring the conversation to football.
Like
I said, I could talk your ear off on football, but But this is a track event, so we will keep it. We'll keep it to track. But
it is. Kind of getting back to our original point is, these folks that wind up are runners. They tend to be from running families, and they tend to run for life. I mean, that's kind of what it all comes down to. So good for them. And this is a pretty good little hotbed of, like I said, cross country. Like I said, for years when I came into radio, it was Fremont was tough. You can say the same thing for Hart with a great cross country team. On the Hart side of things, there are 2 girls right now that compete regularly as Jessica Jaswinski and Allison Inns. And back when we were talking cross country, I always felt bad for Allison Inns because you had Jessica Jaswinski, who's one of the best in the state, right? Mm-hmm. And then every race was first or second. It was Jaswinski first and Allison Inns second. But when you're finished second to Jessica Jaswinski, I mean, you still are setting personal record. You know what I mean?
You're almost first if you were somewhere else.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. I mean, you would be the dominant lady on any other track team, except you have the misfortune of running behind one of the all-time greats. That's kind of the story of like Rodney Dangerfield there. No respect, but no.
That's what it is in Hart, right? It's the Hatfields and McCoys are running, but the Ackley and the Ends.
Yeah.
But instead of feuding, they're running.
Yep. The Jaswinskis and.
The Jaswinskis, the Inns, the Ackleys, they are runners. And Whitehall has, speaking of, we're at this event here, Whitehall has a team to beat this season.
Right.
We'll probably be talking about Whitehall, hopefully going all the way. I mean.
Right. Well, they definitely have that in their. They in Hart are, from doing the previews, are 2 teams, and rightfully so, that. You always ask the coach of the question, or the question of the coaches is, what are your goals? And they certainly, everybody says, they want to be the best in the conference, but those teams, they're going to say that, and they're not going, oh, you're welcome. They think that we own the sandwiches here now.
Oh yes, and we are the.
See, that's how we get pretty girls in here. You get sandwiches surrounding us here, and they're going to come in and they're going to see that's. I should have learned that in high school.
I'd rather eat the sandwich.
That's kind of the sandwiches are right over there, but we can't quite get to them because we're talking all the time here. But that's cool.
We are hopefully getting close now. It's been.
Yeah, it's
5:30. We were told 5 o'clock was the scheduled time to start. One of the last races might have ended a little later than normally, and you have to have the 30-minute break in between.
Hey, we got a text here from Scott DeCamp, who is tending to some family matters, but also keeping us updated. And certainly our thoughts and prayers are with his family and what they're going through right now. But he says over at Holton in the West Michigan Conference Rivers track meet and field meet, Hart sophomore Addie Hovey has shattered her own school record in the high jump with a leap of 5.11. He says that's unofficially the top leap in the state all divisions this season. So
wow.
Congratulations to Addie Hovey over in, might as well added Hovey to our list of names there. Looks like we're going to get the national anthem here, and we'll be ready to start the track meet here in just a few seconds here on CatchMark SportsNet.
Let's get on now.
All right, so we should be just starting one of the hurdle events here. See what we can decipher this between ourselves and the. Let's see here. I lost my mind.
I'm gonna assume that it's hurdles, because if they start a relay match, they're going to be in for a world of hurt.
I mean, I'm just wondering what event it is. I mean, what the distance is here. Let's see here. What comes up, if anything comes up.
They are going over who's coaches, who's coaching each team right now, and
First call for high hurdles?
High hurdles.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
First call for high hurdles, so everybody's going to be making their way down.
Looks like it's going to be girls.
Line, and it looks like it is girls getting ready.
Girls 100 hurdles, it looks like it's going to be to start things off here. Let's see if we can figure this all out here.
So I'm sitting here ready to do the old switcheroo. We got a couple cameras here. We got Courtney up at the top. Thank you to Courtney. She is running our follow cam, and then I've got a camera down at the start-finish line. Start
right
when it starts down there.
Right.
But the finish line for most every event.
Okay, they're still trying to hone in here.
37 feet, 50 inches. Maylee Hope was the champion today. The announcer was just announcing that.
Okay.
She can throw.
Yes, she can. So it looks like our first event we're going to have here, if I'm not mistaken, is 100-meter hurdles. And it looks like if you take the first 5, I'm assuming you'll have Amanda Cedarquist of Montague, who finished first at 18:08. And then you had Catherine Karboski of Ludington. Cedarquist is from Montague. And then you have Greta Kerr of Ludington, Lindsay Gardner of Manistee, and Gigi Hansen. I think that's how we're going to say their name.
Yeah, that's how we decided.
Manistee, and we'll see how many lanes have I got over there. 1, 2, 6 lanes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7.
Okay, so if I'm going to go top 7, then it'd be Cedarquist. Come on.
Actually, yeah, 7.
Okay.
No, 8.
Okay, we'll see if
I'm still learning to count.
Right. Yeah. Well, this is like I said, it's an experience for all of us, and we'll only get better at this, folks.
We appreciate you tuning in.
Right.
Big thanks to everybody that's watching live. You can always go back and watch this afterwards too. Fast forward to your favorite parts.
If there are a favorite part.
Fast forward through
Fast forward through the whole thing.
through the first 30 minutes of talking.
So let's see here. Yeah, I wish it's going to be kind of a bit of a challenge down there to see who everything is. I'd asked the PA announcer if they're going to have like track announcements in terms of lanes. He said he didn't think that was going to happen, so we're going to kind of wing this a little bit. And I am assuming that this is 100-meter hurdles for women.
It's what it looks like.
Yeah. Let's see here. Figure out where I am here. Oh.
It's girls do 100,
Right.
Boys do 110.
Do 110, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. I was just trying to hone in on who these might be out here. I'd like to, like I was telling you, you hate to resort, and I really have never had to call in like a basketball game or a football game, saying number 10 has the has the ball. You always want to get a name with somebody, but here we don't even have.
I mean, you can do a school, right?
Right.
As long as we're not. Orange is passing to red, and red's passing to blue. Blue just passed.
Right. All right, let's see if I can get to the women. Yeah, let's see here. Plus, I got a phone that isn't. I'm going to assume this is 100. Oh, hang on, I got the wrong. Gee whiz. We'll get there eventually, folks.
Well, they're getting ready. Look, we're about to go. He's holding his gun up.
Okay, I'm still trying to find my.
Here we go, guys. Get ready. It is coming. And it is coming.
We're going to hope that they will be. Okay,
and there they go.
Guns. And we got the, looks like the Ludington girls out on front right now, being actually.
Montague
in the top. And that might be Pendle. Let's see here. Whoa, neck and neck
man,
between Ludington and Montague. And down at the end, it is going to be, I think, Ludington just by a stretch there.
Woo!
So that was, let me see if I can get zoned back in where I need to be. See if we can get there we go. Get to here. This is where my downfall is going to be. It's going back and forth between guys and girls.
And now they get set back up. And now are they alternating?
I think so.
It does. It does look like they are alternating.
I'm trying to. I had my.
See, now they're moving them back.
Okay, because it'll be the guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can figure out. Once I find the women's, I'll. Oh, come on, really? One of these days. Okay. Let's see if I can get around here a little bit. See if they post the finals yet. They haven't yet. I'm going to say that was Amanda Cedarquist and Ludington's Catherine Karboski that were 1 and 2 right there. And my guess would be it would be Karboski that wound up winning that event. But it's not been posted yet. So we'll see if that comes in.
We
let's see. Okay, guys would be the let's see here. The 110 hurdles would be guys.
Yes, sir.
So I'm assuming you would have Logan Sines of Whitehall, Lucas Peterson of Ludington, Daniel Romero of Fremont, Camden Thompson of Whitehall, and Corvion Harris.
It very much looks like that's what's we've got. I see Ludington, I see Whitehall, I see Fremont.
So I'm going to think those girls, it was a race between Cedarquist and Karboski, and it looked like Karboski. Again, this is all unofficial because they haven't even posted those yet, so we're guessing right along with you. But if I were a guessing man, and I am, I think Karboski won that 100-meter hurdle, and with a second to a Cedarquist of Montague. Overcast day here on this Friday.
It is a very nice day. It's a great day for running.
Yeah, it's I think my car said it was like 81 degrees. I don't know if it's quite that warm or not, but
yeah, it feels much colder now.
It does. It's supposed to cool down this weekend a little bit.
I don't want that.
Hey, we had our 2 weeks of summer. You can't gripe about that, Bill.
It's time for winter again.
Exactly. Oh, shoot. All righty here. So we'll see if we they start way down at the end there. So I think I have some confidence that by the time they get a quarter through here, I might be able to figure out who's who here.
I know him.
Yeah. So I'm going to say if we see a Whitehall guy going towards the lead here, I think it's going to be Logan Sines. Ludington would be Peterson, and Fremont would be Romero. Could be Cam Thompson. I have an idea what Cam looks like from basketball, so we'll see. Looks like they're getting set.
Oh, yeah.
And there they go. I see Cam Thompson.
Yeah, Cam is actually.
And he's got the lead here real quick. He is being chased. Looks like Cam Thompson in the lead. Coming up on the left side is Romero. Romero and Thompson. And it's going to be Thompson pulling away at the end. Oh, Romero goes down. And Thompson winds up winning that one. Ludington's Lucas Peterson looked like he finished second. And Daniel Romero wiped out at the last hurdle there for Fremont. So we were able to follow that one a little bit better. So
that was
almost like a horse race. That was like the Kentucky Derby there a little bit. Cam Thompson.
I was glad he was able to get up pretty quickly after that spill.
Let's see here if we can find out if we got the girls' results yet from their 100-meter hurdles. The final. Yes. Okay, I was right. It was Catherine. I shouldn't say that like I was surprised, right?
Yeah. he got up, but he is back down on the ground.
Yeah, that's went down. You hope that Romero is all right. He's one of their leaders. All right, the finals for the girls 100 meters. It was Catherine Karboski of Ludington with a time of 17:37. Amanda Cedarquist with a time of 17:48. So you see how close that was, right down to the wire there.
Wow.
Just Karboski edging her out. Then you had Greta Kerr of Ludington at 18:25, Lindsay Gardner of Manistee at 19:14, and Allison Kelly of Manistee 19:31. Ariana Davis of Orchard View 20:27, Gigi Hansen of Manistee at 20:84, and Journey Johnson from Orchard View at 21:07. So that's the finals for the girls in the 100-meter hurdles. Let's see if we can get back here to the boys and see what they did with their 110-meter hurdles, if those have been posted yet.
And the hurdles are gone, so we are done with the hurdles.
Okay, it looks like the semifinals have not come in yet for men's, but we do have Cam Thompson winning that one, and I believe Lucas Peterson would be second. So let's see if I'm right on that. Looks like we're going to have some kind. Is this going to be a relay? This is men's, isn't it?
Oh, it's ladies.
Ladies?
And it looks like it's a sprint.
Okay. Let's see. This could be the ladies' 100 meters. Is that a possibility?
That is quite the possibility.
All right, let's see what we got here. Semifinal winners was Lacey Zimmerman of Manistee, Destiny Lane of Oak Ridge. They had a heck of a race. Victoria Eckel of Fremont, Maylee Hope
Here they
of
go.
Whitehall. It looks like we're getting set to go here. See if we have any luck identifying these girls as they come.
I see Hope.
Very distinctive looking as Maylee, right?
Mm.
All right, there they go. And coming out, this is coming up first. It's Maylee Hope. Maylee Hope's got the lead here, and she is leading the pack, and she is going to win this one. Maylee, I think Destiny Lane came in second, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. She won that by quite a lot.
So I'm going to say Maylee won that one, and Destiny Lane, I do believe, came in second. We're going to go back now. We did give you the men's 100 meters. Let's see if they posted the 100 hurdles for the varsity women yet. Oh, yeah, they did. I'm sorry. I already gave you that one. That was Karboski and Cedar Quest. Let's see. I was looking for the men's 110 hurdles. Let's see if they posted those yet. And it's 110. They did. Okay. And it was looking good. It was like, I think I've called 2 for 2 here by some miracle for not knowing who is who. Camden Thompson did win the 110-meter hurdles with a time of 15:64 from Whitehall. Lucas Peterson was second, in fact, at 16:26. Jacob Zuninga from Whitehall came in third at 16:67. Owen Hertel came in fourth from Fremont, 16:93. And then you had Corvian Harris, 17:20. Daniel Romero was right in the thick of things. There we go. Before he went down, he was wiped out at that last hurdle, but he did manage to finish sixth at 17:51. And then Nolan Dalkey of Manistee, 19:63, and Logan Sines of Whitehall at 23:64. So those are your finals for the men's 110.
Yeah, here we go.
And this is going to be what? Guys again? Yes. And what event do we think this is? 200 meters?
I do believe.
Okay.
And watch out for Whitehall here. He is fast.
Yeah, that'd be you got Trandon Ayler, you got Isaiah Atchison, Malcolm Ervin.
Oh, Isaiah's out there too. Ooh, this one's going to be a race.
Okay, men's 200 meters we're going to call it.
And they're off.
They are off. This is Isaiah coming up. Oh, man, this is Malcolm Ervin. Ervin has the lead. He and Isaiah going at it here. Whitehall and Montague going, and it looks like Ervin is going to stay in the lead and win that one with Isaiah Atchison coming in second. And I didn't see if that was Ludington's Jonah Peterson might have been third in that. So we'll check that all. That was the men's 200 meters. But, boy, what a race between Ervin and Atchison there, huh?
Yeah, that was incredible.
We get the 7-foot strides there by Atchison, but that's a race between a compact runner and a tall, lanky runner.
Well, they're all moving up now, so I would think that we're getting into a relay.
Yeah, it does look like that. Let's see what the women have coming up here. Did 200, 100 meter. This might be the 4x800 relay for the women. Let's see if they posted the 200 meters for the guys. That would be awful quick. I'm sure they haven't done that yet. No, they haven't.
Hey, we're going to start finals for a long jump at 6:15. Just so you guys, I don't know who to tell.
Oh, that would be, thank you. 6:15, huh? We're going to be here till tomorrow, Billy.
Well, good thing that was a long jump.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. All right, so what was I looking for? 200?
And that was the boys 100. Scott told that Scott.
Okay, the last one. I think that was the 200 meters that we just saw run, though, right? Oh no, you're right. It was 100 meters. So the final is this. Malcolm Ervin did win that, so we were right with that. A time of 11:19. Isaiah Atchison with a time of 11:45 from Montague. Wow. Nathan Gilchrist was third from Ludington at 11:59. Jonah Peterson from Ludington with a time of 11:74 was fourth, and then Jaden Daly from Oak Ridge at 11:92. So those are your top 5 right there. So thank you very much, Scott. Appreciate that.
Your attention, women's long jump. The finals will begin at 6:15.
So,
yeah.
Okay, this is going to be. I'm going to assume that this is going to be the women's 4x800 relay that we're going to have here. And Ludington came in first in the semifinals with a team of Olivia Anderson, Summer Brower, Nadia Grierson, and Christina Thies, followed by Whitehall's Cami Cry, I believe is how you pronounce that. I've heard that name pronounced like that, Kraai. Again, our apologies if that is not right. Adeline Britton, Madison Parmalee, and Ariana Treat for Whitehall. And then Montague should be having Emma Pendle out there along with Delaney Schultz, Grace Torch, and Cammie Erickson. I think those will be the participants in this one.
This is going to be fun right here.
Right.
This one we're gonna get to follow. What Courtney's gonna be able to follow them all the way around, and
so this
exciting races so far.
Oh yeah,
though.
they really have been. They've been very, very close. And this one, it'll be interesting to see. I'm really looking forward to the guys 4x800 relay, because that was a barn burner in the semis between Fremont and Whitehall.
Yeah, it was.
So I'm going to assume that running the first leg for Ludington will be Olivia Anderson. For Whitehall will be Cammie Cray again. Montague, Emma Pendle. Manistee, Cecilia Postma. And Oak Ridge's Milla Hanks. So we'll see how this all goes.
It's got the feel of the Olympics here.
Yes, it does. All we need is the torch, right?
Yeah, they should. They should put a big, giant,
Sure.
like Viking-shaped torch in the middle of the field
Right.
for events
Yeah,
like this.
put it on top of the water tower. Wouldn't that be something?
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. All right. Looks like we're getting set here. This will be the 4x800 relay for the women.
It might be the 4x200.
Is that what you think it might be? Let's see here. Okay. I didn't know they were running the 4x200. Let's see here. Let's see, women.
Well, I'm no expert, so don't take my word for it.
I could be wrong. I mean, yes.
But we are getting close here. It's getting quiet. Everybody,
Right.
everybody in the stands gets nice and quiet before the start. It's only when it comes down to the finish line when everybody starts out, run,
Yeah. Exactly.
run. And they're off.
here. So
All right. And Courtney.
let's see what we got going here.
Courtney is following the third place person. There she goes. She's getting up there now.
All right, let's see who's got it around the side there. If this is the 4x800, that's the one that they had listed. I won't be able to tell you until they come around the corner here for sure. There was a handoff over on the left side. Let's see who we got.
Is that Montague in the lead?
It looks like it. I think it is.
It is.
And that would be, I believe, Emma Pendle.
Pendle, yep.
Followed by, is that Manistee? That would be Cecilia Postma.
We can maybe get close for a handoff here. Oh.
And it is a handoff. Actually, yes, boy, a better handoff for Manistee. Looks like the handoff goes to Georgia Gage.
Wow, and they have taken the lead.
And Delaney Schultz now, after she's trying to gain on Hage after the kind of the mishandled baton handoff there. So Manistee took this one on a cleaner handoff. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to keep it. Although here we go.
Coming around the lace. Okay, hang on. This, I might be on the wrong thing here. I think that's Lacey for Manistee. So let me see. Why can't I find the girls where I need to be here? Interesting. This is going to be Lacey. I believe that's going to be Lacey Thompson for the girls. That's Lauren Smith coming up on the, and it's going to be Lacey Thompson cross the finish line there first. So Let's see here. All right, that was the 4x200. I'm going to say that I don't know.
Yeah, it was the 4x200.
Was it?
The 4x800 already ran.
All right. I was going along pretty good here until just now.
And that one is not for me. That is from our expert.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, that's the first one where I was totally lost on, to be honest with you. At least it caught up with the other ones, but let's see here.
Final results, women's 100 meters.
Again, big thank you to everybody out there that's watching us live. Be sure, if you haven't already, give us a like. Subscribe to CatchMark SportsNet if you haven't. That way you get some updates on your phone. I know we do a good job at putting it out when these things are happening, but if you subscribe, you're going to get a notification anytime we go live. 30
Right.
minutes before, it'll give you a little ding and say, the event is about to happen in 30 minutes.
You know what?
And now they are waving around. They are getting ready. Oh, we're back down. We're back down on that end.
Yeah. So, I have no idea.
And we got Tate Stein down there. I
Yeah.
see him.
Final results, men's 100 meters, 6th place, Corbin Vanderstelt, Whitehall, 11.93. 5th, Jaden Daly.
Okay, this would be a relay of some kind, the same one that they had. So apparently they had listed here as the 4x8, but that definitely was not the 4x8. But I have no stats for the 200.
11.31, and the men's 100 meter champion, time 11.16 from Whitehall, Malcolm Urban.
Yeah, we're doing so good there for a while, Billy. I was really thinking I got the hang of this, and now after the relay here, this thing all went in the dumpster. For me, anyhow. I have no idea where we're at.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
We'll
do what we can do.
We'll get it because they are taking off, and we got Isaiah in here.
Yeah, my saving grace on some of these events is if they played basketball, you can kind of identify some of them from bad. I mean, I had no problem with I really had no problem with the hurdles, but all of a sudden these relays are there we go. Okay, here we go.
I think he's got it.
It's late, and I guess that's how it's going to be. I'm sorry on the relays, but I do have finals. 4x200 relays. It was Manistee taking first. The team of Aston Janis, Audrey Heisinger, Libby McCarthy, Lacey Zimmerman, won with a time of 1:50.05. And then in second, you had the team from Montague of Amanda Cedarquist, Jenna Erickson, Lauren Smith, and Britta Johnson with a time of 1:54 even. Third place went to Fremont's team of Victoria Eckel, Rachel Maddox, Cayman Ramsey, and Adriana Tanner with a time of 1:58.12. And then Orchard View came in fourth. That was Nazalia Mendolia with a time of 1:59.40, and that was also Malloy, Zanubri Malloy, Journey Johnson, and Alexa Gonzalez for Orchard View. And then Ludington's Ayla King, Reese Willis, Rebecca Weinert, Sophie Janecki with a time of 2 minutes and 75 seconds for Ludington. And then you had Yaira Waller, Emily Smolin, Samantha Mead, Bree Hammond for Whitehall with a time of 2:03.18. And then bringing up the rear was Oak Ridge's team with 2:13.58 of Elena Carlisle, Chloe Slack, Ashlyn Duzen, and Brianna Schulman. So there you go.
Wow.
So what do we think this is? We think this is the men's 200?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see if I can find this.
Here they go, too.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to zero in on for sure where we're at until it's over with. These relays anyhow.
And they're off.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, this has got to be the men's something.
It is the men's something.
Yes, definitely that.
And it looks like we got Oak Ridge so far, but Ludington's with the nice handoff there. Looks like Ludington's taking the lead.
Yeah, just.
I'm just calling them by the school.
Yeah, that's probably what we're going to wind up doing until we.
Wow, here comes Whitehall around. Wow. I'm talking like I didn't even.
Yeah. That might be Andre Richmond. And now Ludington is going to be able to hand off first, maybe. Let's see, a nice handoff there between both Ludington and Whitehall. Now Whitehall takes the lead here over Ludington. All the way around the left side.
I believe that's Boley.
I think you're right. So Boley would be leading the race now for Whitehall. And Ludington, that's either going to be one of the Gilchrist or
commanding lead.
Yeah.
And wow, here he goes.
Yeah, boy, Boley is just. Is that Boley?
No, Boley just handed it off.
Yes, he did. So, yeah, boy, they're just adding to the lead now is Whitehall. Our apologies here. We're not exactly sure who's lined up here. We'll get caught up.
Wow.
Isaiah Atchison's out there for Montague, but he's a distant third. Yeah, opening up the lead here is Whitehall, and Whitehall is going to win this event. Coming in second, I believe, was I don't know if Ludington edged out Manistee there or not. We'll get the official results here in just a few minutes, and we'll figure that out. So,
and here comes.
Well, I do know that wasn't the.
4x100 relay.
Meter dash. Okay, they're going to.
Whitehall, 203.18. Fifth, Ludington, 2 minutes, 75.
All right, let's see if we'll get the final score here for this event. I'm assuming this would have been the men's 4x200. We'll see. Get the hurdles. We already did the hurdles. Relay.
Time 150.05. Manistee, team of Janus, Isengard, McCarthy, and Zimmerman.
Okay, we were right on that eventually. Yeah. So I'm going to say Whitehall won whatever this one. Now we got the girls coming up here. Boy, it's coming fast and furious now. So this.
Yeah, it's.
What event did they say this was? Any idea?
I thought well, they're getting ready to go, so.
We already got the 200 meters.
Here they go.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what.
And
You
they're
learn
off.
something all the time. All right, this is going to be.
This is the mismatch 500.
Yeah, we'll do the best that we can on this. Our apologies, but I think I'm going to be sick next track meet we have. I'm just going to tell you right now. Nothing against anything, but this is just too tough to figure out. And I do not like being in a position where I have no idea what's going on.
I don't mind that. I always have no idea what's going on.
Right. All right, coming around now. Well, this is
believe
more of a
that's,
this is more of a distance run.
yeah.
It looks like. So this has got to be this. This is not a relay. So is this the? Probably should sit next to
I
the
believe that's
fans.
Oak Ridge in the lead.
Yeah.
No, I lied.
It's Manistee.
Manistee.
So it's definitely got a distance going here. This might be the 800 run. Is that a possibility? And one lap is down.
One lap down, yeah. This one's fun because they'll group together, and then right when it gets to the last turn, you'll see the ones that have stored their energy just take
Right.
off.
Well, I can give you the men's 4x200 relay final. At least we talked about something that we do know for sure. Whitehall won that event. Trannon Ayler, Nate Boley, Lucas Palmer, and Malcolm Irvin with a time of 1:29.82. Ludington came in second with a time of 1:32.33. That was Aiden Gilchrist, Nathan Gilchrist, Trey Forfinski, Jonah Peterson. Then Montague with a team of Dakari Williams, Paul Olson, Mason Dark, and Isaiah Atchison came in third with a time of 1:32.46. Orchard View's Dantea Johnson, Cameron Reese, Alex Thiele, and Stefan Oakes came in fourth with a time of 1:33.47. And then Oak Ridge's Michael Thompson, Ty Maitland, as I lose that, there we go. Ty Maitland, Chris Knapp, and Vance Chichori coming in with a time of 1:37.
Whitehall is now in the lead with Fremont and Manistee, Ludington, and Whitehall.
And then finishing out the men's 4x200 relay, Fremont's team of Kyle DeKuyper, Kai Nordyke, Jacob Burns, and Colton Belmarez finished with a time of 1:38.10. And then bringing up the rear was Manistee's Rafael Goncalves, Gress Mandeli, Caton Cott, and Nick Horncull with a time of 1:38.14. So we did get the finals on the men's 200.
Now Whitehall's got a pretty big lead here, but I have a feeling that this is one of those events where, you know, somebody 5 or 6 back is just saving energy.
Right.
And when they get around this last turn on the last lap, they're just going to take off. This is more of an endurance.
So Whitehall's been able to stay out on top, and they're still have a pretty good distance. Now we have a good kick coming in by our third place runner. Is that Ludington? Trying to see it. That looks like Ludington coming on. Apologizing.
Ludington, yep, and we got Fremont and Whitehall and Manistee.
Yep. And now coming around the outside. That is a Viking leading the way there. Coming in second. Is that another Viking?
Yes.
Okay, but actually second right now is Ludington, and then a Viking, and then a Packer. So again, if I could hone in on what event this was, I'd be able to figure this out. But
yeah, we're looking like Ludington and Whitehall are going back and forth for second.
I'm going to say this is the 800 run, but I cannot find it on my. Oh, no, that's a relay. Okay.
And if you're just tuning in, Whitehall is in the lead of this race.
And now Ludington dropped back to second place, or to third place, but trying to get in there for second place again. So the way I have it, again, we'll try to figure out the girls here after it's over with, but it looks like we have Whitehall in first and second, and Ludington in third. That's Fremont kind of fell away. They were right up near the pack there.
I would not count them out yet, though. Like I said, this one's definitely an endurance.
Yeah, this is going to be, looks like Whitehall's going to finish first, Whitehall's going to finish second, and Ludington is going to finish third.
Yep. And
the Packers will finish fourth, maybe, although a strong challenge here by Manistee to the Packers. Yeah, Manistee is going to pass the Packers. And we'll figure that out in just a few minutes, get that all sorted out as to what we just witnessed there.
And they're taking a breather. I feel for them. I need a drink of water after that endurance.
Let's see here. Well, I got to assume that was the 800 run, or could it have been the 1600 or 3200 run? Gosh, I don't know. Eventually something will pop up here. And that's, I got lulled into a false sense of security there when we were doing the sprints and that stuff. I kind of honed in on it, but now with these distance events here, I am kind of losing altitude. Let's see here. When they post that. That would be discus, high jump, pole vaults. Here we go. Get to the women's. 100 hurdles certainly wasn't that. We already gave the 4x200 relay finals. Got that. 4x800. Varsity finals. The 4x800 relays for the women. Did we give those? I think we did. If not, that would have been Ludington winning that event. Olivia Anderson, Summer Brower, Nadia Grierson, and Christina Thies with a time of 10:28.75. Then the kid Cami Cry, Adeline Britton, Madison Parmalee, and Adriana Treat of Whitehall finishing second. Okay, so this is going to be 1,600 meters coming up, huh? Okay. Maybe we'll be able to figure this out.
It's the is this the men's version of
Yes.
what we just watched?
I thought he said 1,600 meters. But I'm not finding my, I'm not finding the little thing that tells me who any of these people are. Let's see here. Well, you live and learn, Billy. So much for figuring that we were going to get a grasp on this. It just looked like it's going to. Let's see. That's women's, men's, 1,600. You would think it would not be that bad of a deal, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Man Reading Through Things.
I know. That's. I wish it was better than that, but it's not. So. Oh well. Yeah. And it's not gonna. We're not gonna get a whole lot of help here. We've already determined that, and it's not anybody's fault. It's just the way it is. I would like to be able to find what just happened with the girls there someplace. You know. Let's see. Get the finals. Just get my way through here. Even if I'm one event behind, at least you feel better about where you're at. And this is, and they are off here. I guess we'll just call this as we see it. Got anything to save us, Billy?
Who, me? I'm always there to save the day. Well, right now we're watching the men's 1,600.
Okay. And unfortunately, I don't have anything on my app here that mentions that. Although the Packers are in first place right now. Boy, I would love to be able to tell you who these people are. I really would.
And then coming up after this, we'll have the
okay.
The 4x100.
All right. Will that be girls?
Girls and boys.
Okay, 4x100. Okay.
Then the 400 meter.
Okay.
Then the 300 long hurdles. Then the 800 meters, 200 meters, 3,200 meters, and the 4x400. So it's just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, you would think. See, they don't put everything down here, though, unless I'm not finding it, which is very possible. So, oh well. Uh, 200 meters. Okay, that's got to be Packers still in the lead there. Followed by
it's Whitehall.
Is it? Okay, is it two Whitehalls?
Looks like it's two Whitehalls.
That's what I was thinking. It looks like the same uniform.
Then a Ludington, a Whitehall.
Why would they not have? This is a 110, right? Or 1600, yeah. Why wouldn't they at least have? Okay. Well, this would be exciting if we knew who the players were. I'll tell you that right now.
Wow, here he comes.
Yeah. Oh, well. Yep, and I'll tell you, the Packers have been out in front all along here, followed by a couple of Whitehall Vikings. And, wow, coming up on the right side.
Yep.
So Whitehall Viking, is he going to catch him?
He looks like he's going.
So it looks like Whitehall is going to win this one. Packers.
Wait,
hang on.
whoa.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
The Packers are going to hang on to win with Whitehall coming in second and third. And I wish, like the Dickens, I could tell you who all that was. That is disappointing. Let's see.
Well, they're still going. I don't think it's over.
Oh, wasn't it? Okay. All right. Well, as long as I
he has
can't.
taken a considerable lead now.
Yeah, I actually thought we were coming right down to the wires there, but. And I got Fremont coming in here. Let's see if this is the lead.
And they're. Yeah,
He did.
that
Okay,
was
so the
it.
Packers will win, and Whitehall will finish second and third. Coming in now is, I do recognize him. That's Jack Howdeman coming in. So every 13th person I recognize. Well, this app is useless. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Or not.
Well, with that down. We're now going to move into the 4x100. And
Okay.
they'll start with girls, and then they'll do boys.
All right. Nice. You would think that there would be a. All right. Let's see if I can find a 4x.
Final results, women's 1600 meters, sixth place, Adeline Britton, Whitehall, 5:30.72. Fifth, Linnea Page, Fremont, 5:28.
Let's see if we can at least get.
Cecilia Postma, Manistee, 5:28.
All right. What I'm going to do here, since I'm going to at least recap what we have on the women's side of things here for what we do know as finals. The 100 meters for females, I'm going to do the top 5. You had Maylee Hope winning that one for Whitehall, 12:64. You had Destiny Lane coming in second for Oak Ridge at 13:01. Lacey Zimmerman coming in third at 13:07. And Fremont's Victoria Eckel coming in fourth at 13:56. And I'll go top 5. Lauren Smith from Montague at 13:06. And then that's the finals for the 100. And I can move on to the 1600. Okay, this is now they're starting to post stuff here. For the girls' 1600 meters, their final. Cammie Cray, 5 minutes, 22 seconds for Whitehall was the winner. Ariana Treat was in second place at 5:22.89 from Whitehall. Summer Brower from Ludington, 5:25.42. Cecilia Postma was in fourth place from Manistee at 5:28.80. And Linnea Page of Fremont was fifth at 5:28.86. So there you have it for the women. I'll try to catch up on some of the guys that we missed. Maybe some of this stuff is posted by now and see where we're at.
As we've got our runners for the relay heading out to take their positions.
What relay do we think this is,
Well,
Billy?
it is the 4x. 4x100.
It'd be nice if it was a 4x800. But at least I have the roster there for those people. Let's see. Well, okay, the guys' finals. Like I said, I think the best way to do this, I'll just recap what we have and what we do know. The men's 100-meter finals. Malcolm Irvin from Whitehall won at 11:16. He had Isaiah Atchison. That was a heck of a race there. 11:31 for Montague in second. Nathan Gilchrist was third for Ludington at 11:69, and Jonah Peterson fourth from Ludington at 11:81, and then Jaden Daly was fifth for Oak Ridge at 11:91. Then you had the 200. Okay, hang on. Then you had the 100-meter hurdles. For the boys, Camden Thompson first with 15:64. Lucas Peterson second, 16:26. Lucas from Ludington, Camden's from Whitehall. Jacob Zuniga third with 16:67 from Whitehall. Owen Hertel from Fremont in fourth at 16:93. And Corvion Harris from Orchard View in fifth at 17:20. And then the 4x200, we already talked about that, so we did get that in during the... Okay, we didn't get the 4x800 men's relay. That was won by Jack Houdeman, Carter McIlroy, Andre Richmond, and Stuart Waters of Whitehall with a time of 8:10:46. Then you had Fremont's Sean Pettis, Chase Lowry, John Christensen, and Gary Springstead finishing second. Again, this is the 4x800 relay for Fremont at 8:16:24. And then you had third place, Ludington's Jonas Sweet, Jose Flores, Trey Kissen, Yibi Borima, Clay Johnson, and yes. No, hang on. I went too far. Jonas Sweet, Jose Flores, Trey Kissen, and Yibi Borima in third place with a time of 8:26:05. And then you had Montague's Clay Johnson, Alex Draves, Noah Rath, Owen Fairchild, in fifth with a time of 8:37:98. And then in fifth you had Manastee's Jack O'Donnell, Jonas Ruding, Trevor Adamczak, Luke Centers, and Josh, and they were finished at a time of 8:56:97. So there we have that. We have those finals. We can probably go on to shot put if we never.
Well, there. It looks like we're about to get going on the 4x100.
Okay. Women's?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 4x100.
And they're off.
Looks like Whitehall has the lead over on the far side of the track now.
With a nice handoff, too, but Ludington had a really good handoff, and there they go. Wow, she's overtaken.
Yeah, Ludington takes the lead from Whitehall. Coming up third, Whitehall is in danger of dropping back to third place here as another baton handoff.
Oh, nice handoff by...
This is Ludington getting still a good step. Coming on the inside. This might be Fremont coming up from the inside. And Manistee also challenging
here. Wow, I think Manistee, this is a race right here.
Got Manistee in the center track. This is Destiny Lane from Oak Ridge. I recognize her. She's in second place. So Destiny making a race of it. And it's going to be Manistee first, Oak Ridge second, and I believe Fremont third or Ludington third. I didn't quite see that.
I'll tell you, it looks like Ludington was third.
Ludington third? Okay.
Unofficially.
Okay. Destiny Lane second and Manistee first. All right, let's see what we got here. See if we can get you updated on some of the other finals that we have not covered yet.
Now they'll go to boys 4x100.
Okay.
And then from here we'll move on to just the 400 meter.
All right, 4x100. All right. See if I can kind of catch up on when these things finally do get posted. Might as well do our shot put finals. Wesley Russell, this is guys. Wesley Russell, 53-1 from Whitehall, was the winner. Silas Jancic was in second place at 46-9 from Montague. Caius Johns, 44-6, third place from Manistee. Walt Autry from Ludington, fourth with a 44.4, and Adam Keffer in fifth from Ludington at 42.2 or 42.2, so I should say. Discus,
129.82.
you had Cass Johns from Manistee winning the event with 129, 0.5. And then Chase Naroski from Whitehall at 127, 11.5. Adam Keffer from Ludington, 127, 0.5 from Ludington. And Wesley Russell in fourth place at 126, 2.5 from Whitehall. And Caden Waller from Whitehall, 121, 3.5. So that's what we have from that. Let's see if I can bounce back and forth here and get some of these track events that if they would start posting here.
As Whitehall and the other schools here are setting up.
What have we got going on here now? Let's see. That's okay. These are all men's events. That's why. Stellar. Okay, got that. We did the 1600 finals for women. We did the 100 hurdle finals for women. That was back when we actually knew what was going on here. 4x200. Okay, this is something fairly. No, we did that already. Okay, mentioned that. The 4x800 relays for the girls. That was won by Ludington, 10-28-75. The team of Olivia Anderson, Summer Brower, Nadia Grierson, and Christina Thies. And then you have second place, Cami Cray, Adeline Britton, Madison Parmalee, Adriana Treat, with a time of 10:46.17 from Whitehall. This again is a 4x800 relay for women. That just posted up. Then you had in third place Montague's Emma Pindell, Delaney Schultz, Grace Torsch, Cami Erickson at 11:03.17. And then fourth place from Manistee, you had Cecilia Postma, Georgia Haig, Madalena Herberger.
Uh-oh, we had a little false start there.
Going to start it over again?
Yeah, I'm thinking it was. I don't think it was Whitehall.
Final results. Men's 1600 meters, sixth place, Stuart Waters.
Shot puts for women. We did not get to them yet. Maylee Hope finished first from Whitehall, 37.7. Brooke Jankwitz from Manistee, 33.8. Madeline Wayward from Manistee, 32.3. Delaney Schultz from Montague, 36. And then you had in fifth place Brooke Berry at 36 from Montague. So you had both Delaney Schultz and Brooke Berry tying at 36.
Looks like it was Orchard View. Now, does that eliminate them?
I don't know.
Because he's now left.
Really? High jump finals for.
Here we go.
Okay.
And they're off.
Okay.
It did eliminate them.
Okay. And the first baton pass here. Boy.
First baton pass to Whitehall was look at the ground he's gaining.
Coming up, yeah, he's from third place all the way to second, and he's threatening to get into first. Now the baton is being passed on here.
Beautiful pass
from the inside. And now it's a race between Whitehall and is that Montague?
And here goes the handoff to Boley.
Yeah. So Nate Boley.
Yeah,
got the leg here going. With Isaiah Atchison is out there, and then Ludington is in third place. It's Boley and Atchison coming down, and Boley will win that one, and Isaiah Atchison finishes in second, and Ludington finishes in third.
Well, that was intense.
Yeah. So, okay.
Final call, 400-meter dash. Second call, 300 hurdles. First call, 800-meter run. Final results.
All right. So Boley wins that one with Isaiah Atchison coming in second.
So it looks like we'll move on to the 400-meter.
All right. I'd like to be able to, boy, get back to where I was. Info. No, that's not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Very unfortunate with the false start.
Yeah.
Time 53.39. Anna Steve, team of Janice, Edmondson, McCarthy, Zimmer.
So that was Nate Boley broke away there, but the third leg of that was really kind of the hero for Whitehall. He came from Whitehall was, I think, in third place. And again, I wish I could have told you who that
Oh,
was.
so it alternates boy, girl, girl, boy, boy,
Right.
girl, girl, boy.
Okay. So what do you think this is, Billy? You think this is the four?
Well, it's definitely not the 400 meter.
No. Maybe we'd be better off calling the field events. At least we know what a pole vault is and a shot put. Maybe that's what we got to set our cameras up next time. At least you'd have a ghost of a chance.
Here they go.
All right.
Actually, this is the there's no relay out there. This is the 400 meter.
Okay. And you would think that there'd be something here, just like it was, that would tell me.
It is. This is the.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, usually it tells you the participants. Like there was for a while when we had the 100 and the 400 meters, you had who was in there, but all of a sudden somewhere along the line that all got kerfluid. That's a highly technical term. So I guess we'll just call this like.
Nothing wrong with getting kerfluid sometimes.
I guess not. Hopefully you folks at home are, well, the folks that know who these folks are or can see what they're doing anyhow. We're trying to keep up the best we can with the results as they come in. But
Yeah, looks
Packers look like they got the first leg here. And who is in second? That's Whitehall in second. Coming up is Ludington. Ludington just took second place there, getting past Whitehall, right? Is that the Packers? I know, Whitehall.
And that's
Yeah.
there it is.
Yes, it is.
And it looks like we got Whitehall,
Score by 100 relay. Fifth place, Manistee, 47.
Whitehall, Ludington.
Fourth, Oak Ridge, 45.70. Third place, Ludington, 44.6.
Okay, 1,600 meter run. I don't think I called this final yet. This is a guy. Okay, this is new for us. At least this got okay. The 1,600 meter guys. Sean Pettis won that for Fremont, 4:24.90. Andre Richmond for Whitehall came in second, 4:29.23. Carter McElroy came in third, 4:29.58. Jack Houdeman came in fourth at 4:39.98. And Owen Fairchild of Montague came in fifth at 4:41.12. So we did get that one in. Already did 100 meter hurdles. Let's see if I can get some of these girl events updated here.
So it looks like with the 400 meters we do, the first one we were watching was varsity. Now we're watching the alternatives, then additional qualifiers.
Oh, okay.
Then we'll do boys varsity, boys alternatives, and boys alternative
No wonder
qualifiers.
this is a confusing mess. Okay. All right.
So right now we're on the 400 meter girls alternatives.
Alternatives, huh? Okay. Well, then maybe that's okay.
You're on the endless scroll.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to see if I've missed something, and I know I have, but I mean, we've lost control of this as far as I was concerned after the 100 and 400 dashes. I mean, at that point, I knew what I was doing. I felt confident, and now all of a sudden, I am one lost puppy. So I'm watching it with you folks. The only difference is we didn't have to buy a ticket. Oh well.
Super entertaining.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the track and field. It's kind of what I visualized. It was kind of a lot of stuff happening. It's hard to get your arms around. even if you're a big guy.
And they're off.
All right.
Wait.
Had
Looks
a-
like
had
we
a
had a
false start.
false start. Looks like
Okay.
somebody's going to get DQ'd. I could go for some Dairy Queen.
I know. I was just thinking that. Man, that sounded good. I think we still might have some sub sandwiches over here.
I know. They didn't. Not everybody came up for them.
We might as well start eating them as effective as we've been in trying to call this thing.
When they're off.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Lord.
And Marks gets it.
Okay. So that's Ludington on the outside. Is that Whitehall on the inside? I believe so. I'm trying to. You're definitely going by school colors here.
There they go.
All right.
Once again, the men's finalists in the 200 meters.
Tell you,
Yeah,
everyone.
it looks like we got Ludington and Montague.
All right.
Uh,
This might be Montague coming up from second place to challenge for first place here, right?
I believe it is, and
And now
that's a
Montague just takes first place. Ludington is falling down into second.
Women's 200 meter finalists. Malloy, O'D, Smolin, Whitehall, Johnson.
Coming around here, left side. Let's see who this is.
yeah. Oh wow.
This is Montague, and now Manistee taking the lead here. And Manistee sprinting towards the line here. And Manistee will win that
Manistee
one.
wins Montague.
Second, and now we got a good battle for third. I believe that's Oak Ridge. It came in third there. If I'm just going totally by the color there, Ludington came in fourth. So let's see.
Let's see on my. Yeah, it looks like Ludington came in fourth,
Okay.
unofficially.
Set a new school record in the 4x100.
No, Ludington set a new school record in the 4x100.
Congratulations, Orioles.
Okay.
Good job, Orioles.
The girls 4x100 relay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that would be okay. Well, they finished third.
Well, it's still a school record.
Yeah, there you go. So that would be the team of Sophia Janicki, Ashley McPike, Ayla King, and Mia Ross. In fact, I might as well just do the 4x100 final here for the girls. Manistee winning that one with Ashton Janis, Alana Edmondson, Libby McCarthy, Lacey Zimmerman with a time of 53:39. Then you had Oak Ridge's Mallory Whipple.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Jalen Smith came in second with Oak Ridge. Chastity Newell and Destiny Lane at a time of 53:80. And then you had that Ludington team we mentioned. And then Fremont's Victoria Eckel, Rachel Maddox, came in Ramsey, and Ariana Tanner with a time of 54:77. Okay, there you go.
No, it looks like for this one, we've now gone, looks like we're going to the boys now.
Okay.
But it only looks like 3 runners.
You know what? Yeah, okay. These must be the. Okay.
There.
Let's see here.
And they're off.
So are we.
It looks like
It's a two-man
it's like
race
a 2-man race.
between Manistee and
In Oak Ridge.
yeah, I think so. We'll know just before they finish, Bill.
Yeah, yeah. We'll know when they come around here right in front of
Right.
us.
Right. Figure this out some way. Someday. Do.
It's a mano y mano, man to man,
Right.
1-on-1. Well, I heard "Come on, Landon." So
Yeah, so it's Eagle and Manistee.
yeah, and
The Eagle's going to hang on for the win
I
here.
believe he is.
So Oak Ridge will win that one. Manistee comes in second. So that was something. Okay, so these must be the alternates, I take it. That's what we're
Sure
looking at
is.
right now. Okay. Let's see here how we can. So we just see if there's anything that's news popped up here that I haven't talked about.
Final
We
results,
did the
women's 400 meters, 6th place, Olivia Strovan, Fremont, 109.99. 5th, Madison Harmon, Whitehall, 108.69. 4th, Kylie Saylor, Ludington, 106.98. 3rd, Jenna Erickson, Montague, 106.80. 2nd, Britta Johnson, Montague, 103.42. And the women's 400 meter champion, time 101.99. From Manistee, Audrey Heisinger.
Okay, so that was, might have heard that. Let's see. Getting any kind of other. So what's happening is we're filling in apparently here with the alternates. So they probably won't get a whole lot of information on this. Time is it? 6:41.
6:41.
Okay. Lights are on here at Whitehall Stadium.
Oh yeah, that means and if you look at the list,
Yeah.
we're maybe halfway.
Don't try to cheer me up, Billy. No, just kidding. Yeah, might be. So these things go on for a while. Let's see here. I'm trying to recap on stuff that there must be stuff that we haven't gotten to. I mean, like I said, we were all over the hurdles, and then we lost it in the relays a little bit. You know what? Here's a relay that I haven't relayed.
That relay.
It was a 4x100 relay, varsity finals, boys. It was Whitehall winning that one. Corbin Vanderstelt, Malcolm Irvin, Lucas Palmer, and Nate Boley with a time of 43:92. Montague for second. That was Silas Jancic, Paul Olson, Brody Dietz, Isaiah Atchison with a time of 44:49. And then Ludington's Nathan Reister, Jonah Peterson, Nathan Gilchrist, Aiden Gilchrist came in third with a time of 44:60. And then Oak Ridge's Lorenzo Garcia, Ian Thompson, Brian Elizondo, and Jaden Daly came in fourth with a time of 45:70. And then Manistee's Raphael Gonclaves, Lander Belza, and Aaron. That's three names, I'm sorry. Okay. And then you had Caden Cott, Nick Horncole, and CJ Pimpleton for Oak Orchard View, 47:55.
And here they come, Whitehall.
Whitehall's got the substantial lead. Coming up second is Ludington, it looks like, and third is Manistee. And that's the way they're going to finish. So Whitehall, Ludington, Manistee in that one.
During that men's 4x100 meter relay, another school set a dual school record. A Montague team ran a new school record, 44.49. Men's 4x100 relay.
So 4x100 relay, the Montague team finishes with a school record. So congratulations to the Wildcats.
Final results, women's discus, 6th place.
Wow, a lot of records getting set today.
No, that's true.
5th, Carrie Beecham, Fremont, 87 feet 1 inch. 4th place, Brooke Berry, Montague, 96 feet 2 1/2. 3rd, Brooke Jankwitz, Manistee, 99
So, see if I can find these hidden gems here someplace.
with the throw of 100
So I'm going to think these are the alternatives now?
from Whitehall.
I don't know.
Haley
I'm thinking so, yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking so. Let me see. Oh, no, I lost my... Not that it was doing me a whole lot of good. All right. Let's see here. See if we can get this thing surrounded. I'm going to have to come up with a strategy for calling track. There's no doubt about that. Going to have to figure out how this is done. I think what you do is you do what Wide World of Sports does. You have like 400 runners that have all the information to you, and that's how it's done. What happened? Did we do a long jump final here? No, we didn't. Long jump, men's varsity long jump finals. Daniel Romero, 20 feet 6 inches. Then you had Nate Boley. Nate's had a good day. So has Daniel, for that matter. Second place for Nate Boley from Whitehall, 20 foot 4. And then he had Dantaya Johnson for Orchard View, finishing third with 20 feet 1 inch. And finishing fourth, this is again the men's long jump, Kamar Reddy from Whitehall, 19:11.5. And then finishing fifth was Dakari Williams from Montague, 19:9.5. And that's where you have the top 5 there for the long jump.
And they're off.
And they're off.
long jump, women's long jump finalists. The pit will close in 14.
Wow, good race going on here. Wow, holy cow, look at that. Whitehall went from all the way 4th place, sprinting all the way to 1st, dragging with him the Fremont Packer, who's coming in second now.
Wow, he's not far behind, though.
No. So it's a 2-man race now between Whitehall and Fremont. And the Packer gaining a little bit on him, but looks like the Whitehall Viking is going to be able to maintain his distance there. And it looks like you're going to have a finish of Whitehall, Fremont, and Montague, it looks like.
Wow.
So that's the top 3.
He was so fast, he outran our camera operator.
And she films races, right? Car races.
Car races. He's faster than a car.
Yeah. Not quite as noisy.
In the next 13 minutes. Thank you.
So
Final call, 300 hurdles.
300 hurdles. Let's see if just by chance.
Call, 200 meter dash.
300 hurdles. Oh, 300 hurdles, 300 hurdles. Huh.
So Jason Christensen commented.
I'm sure he did.
Well, he wanted to let us know
Yeah.
some stuff.
Okay.
Some races have multiple heats depending on the numbers of runner.
Thank you.
And they aspirate runners into heats based on previous times. So that's...
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I think we need him on to call.
We do. We definitely need somebody on to call. I have retired from track calling. Not that nothing against anything. It's just that I am so out of my element, and I just do not like not knowing what's going on. I'm sorry, but I don't.
I live my life.
I know. I know. I know. And it's nobody's fault. It just is kind of the nature of the situation. It just you would like to be able to say, man, that's Jack Smith racing with. And you know what? We got lulled into a false sense of security because I think the early races we had that. I mean, you could kind of follow that through the help with the athletic and stuff. But then all of a sudden we went wayward bound here, so we're as lost as anybody.
You got on a spiral looking up, and
yeah, it was going. Yeah, it was. I was at one time I was confident we were going to be able to surround this thing and do a really good job. And
well, now we're on to the 300.
See, and you know, at first you had the 100 meters, 200 meters. That's great. Click on that, and you got the participants. But now all of a sudden you got things that they don't have any following for. So it's kind of tough to.
This one looks fun. Look at all the hurdles everywhere.
Oh yeah, they're over on the far end of the track there. So there you go. Well, this thing is still in progress, it says, according to the app, so it's still on. So. Oh, well. Trying to see if there was anything here that we have not mentioned, at least if we could get the, I know we did the 4x200 relay, we did the 4x800 relay, did the shot put for guys, did the discus for guys, did the high jump. Did we do the high jump? I don't think we did the high jump for guys. No, we didn't. Why not? Caden Thompson of Whitehall finished first at 6 feet 3 inches. Aiden Mendoza from Whitehall finished second with a long jump of 6 foot. Ty Maitland from Oak Ridge, multi-sport athlete he is, 5 feet 10 inches. Kamar Reddy, he's had a pretty solid day as well. Kamar finishes fourth at 5'8" from Whitehall, and Lucas Peterson finishes fifth from Whitehall at 5'8", or actually probably, I guess you would say, tied for fourth, right?
Mm.
So there you go. We did the pole vaulting thing. David Conrad setting a personal record, I do believe, right? 15 feet 9.5 inches.
And I think he beat his school record.
School
too.
record, yeah. And then we had Addison Hovey getting a record that might be tops in the state, according to Scott DeCamp. He's keeping us up on that.
Out at the Rivers.
Yeah, of the Rivers. Yeah, the Rivers are having
right now at the same time.
Sure. Let's see if the girls here. I mentioned that we were rocking and rolling in the 100. Those were the good old days, Billy. The 100 and 200 meters. We knew what was happening, and then from there it took a detour on us. I haven't mentioned this 400-meter race for the girls. Audrey Heisinga finished first for Manistee at 1 minute 101.99. Then you had Britta Johnson for Montague finishing second at 103.42. Janet Erickson finishing third for Montague at 106.80. Then you had Kylie Saylor for Lunnington finishing fourth at 106.98. And then Whitehall's Madison Parmalee finishing fifth at 108.69 for Whitehall. We did the 1,600-meter girls. I remember that. The hurdles we did. Actually did that in live time.
And it looks like we're going to have
something
start here soon.
Mm-hmm. 4x200 relay. I think I've done that. Yes, I did. 4x800, we did that. Shot put, we did that.
Okay, I heard the whistle.
All right. That must be something's going to happen.
Yeah, the whistle blows. He walks over. He grabs his little tripod thing there. Then he holds his little pistol out.
Mm. See, we got that down. We've surrounded the starters, and they're
Yeah, I know how this is going. And here he's holding it up.
And you should hear a pow at some point, right?
Pop.
Ouch. There you go.
Boom, and they're off.
This is going to be girls.
And they've got a
second. That's going to be.
Oh, look at that.
There's a hurdle.
The hurdles are all staggered.
Yep. Yeah, it's staggered hurdles.
You got to guess when your hurdle's coming up.
Yeah. Have them just kind of pop up randomly, right?
And what a lead.
Man, look at this. That's a Fremont girl, I'm going to say. Oh, she knocked over the hurdle but comes right back up.
But look at that. That one mistake, and now.
Yeah, that slowed her down enough that she's going to lose a lead.
She has lost the lead.
This is Manistee coming around on the outside, and boy, yeah, that was that's Orchard View that was second, that ran into the hurdle and had
a tremendous lead.
Yeah, and then it went all south after she. So you're going to have Manistee finishing first. Orchard View is going to hang on for second, and a battle between Whitehall and it looks like Oak Ridge for third. And boy, that's almost too close to call. I'm going to probably say I think it was the Whitehall girl hung in there for the third place.
And now they're.
Nice night for a track meet.
Yeah, it's fun, and you see the hustle and bustle of everybody out on the field, and a lot of people in the stands. We got a guy coming up here right now that really knows his stuff.
And he got away from us.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, I'm going in there.
Yeah. There are sandwiches in there, but that's not worth going in there and talking to those guys. You got yourself a sandwich. I'm jealous. Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
I'm not supposed to eat on air.
Oh, aren't you? Okay.
That's when I go quiet.
Oh. Actually, we might as well eat on air for all we're doing good here. This is going to be, I believe this is Ludington in first place. Coming around the outside. Yeah, definitely Ludington first. Looks like Ludington first and second, doesn't it, Billy?
Yes, sir. Ludington.
First, second, and
it looks like Montague is
third and fourth.
Third and fourth. But here comes Orchard View.
Looks like Ludington will win the event. Ludington will finish second, and it looks like Montague is going to finish third and fourth.
Ooh, that was close.
It was, yeah. Orchard View came in from the insider and made it close there. So there you have it. Let's see if anything else is getting updated here.
Move right along into the boys now.
Are we?
Adjust the hurdles to the men's height.
Men's height hurdles adjustment taking place now. So they'll all run out there. See, it takes a village, right? Like,
does.
look at everybody run out and
Right.
start to raise these hurdles. Clickety click click.
Yeah.
Sixth place, Tyler Van Antwerp, Whitehall, 53.82. Fifth, Trey Forfinsky, Ludington, 53.63. Fourth, Peyton Rule, Oak Ridge,
Okay, hang on.
53.
Those are.
Third, Dakari Williams, Montague, 52.
I'm not sure what he's announcing. I'm going to see if I can find that because those are some big name players there.
1.26. And the men's 400-meter champion in a new Whitehall.
New Whitehall school record.
And
Meet record.
49.35.
Trannon.
Trannon Ayler.
All right. So, again, to recap that, a school and meet record, Trannon Ayler of Whitehall wins the 400 meters. Shoot. Come on. It figures, doesn't it? Get something going there, and there we are. Trannon Ayler won the 400 meters, 49:35. That's a school and meet record, I believe. Then Gary Springstead, he's had a good day for Fremont. He finishes second with 51.26. Dakari Williams finishes third for Montague with 52.94. This is the men's 400 meter. And then he had Peyton Rule from Oak Ridge, 53.53, personal record for him. Actually, you have Trannon Ayler setting a personal record, Gary Springstead setting a personal record, Dakari Williams setting a school record, Peyton Rule setting a personal record, Trey Forfinsky setting his own personal record at 53.63 at fifth, Tyler Antwerp finishing for Whitehall at 53.82, another personal record, Chase Hackert a personal record at 54.62 from Ludington, Cal Kohler from Whitehall, personal record finishing 8th, so there's some history being made in that particular event, the 400-meter event, at 54.95. Chase Lowry, a personal record for Fremont, 55.07. Laken Nicewander from Ludington, a personal record, 55.94. And Alan Mueller finishing a personal record for Manistee at 56.53. So some folks getting some very fast times there.
And here we go with this heat.
This is going to be an Oak Ridge player, or Oak Ridge runner first, followed by Manistee. Is this another two-manner?
Yep.
So Oak Ridge beats Manistee in that one.
And then they'll go right along to the next.
Gotcha. Well, let's see if I can find some more of these. guess I could share some of the personal records that have been set today. Let's go to talk about the ladies here a little bit. 100 meters, in case you missed it, for the women. Maylee Hope, 12:61 or 64, won that for Whitehall. Then Destiny Lane got a personal record, finishing second at 13:01 for Oak Ridge. Lacey Zimmerman, this is a 100 meter. She finished third at 13:07. Victoria Eckel finished fourth at 13:56. In the okay, got another race going on here from the far side. I'll finish up on some of these records in a little bit. See what we got going on here. Looks like we got a Whitehall Viking taking the lead here in these in the hurdle event here for the guys.
No, you're doing good. Don't worry, we're doing just as bad in You're doing just as bad in
And now this is going to be Orchard View. It's an Orchard View leader. My mistake there. Actually, Orchard View 1 and 2 here, followed by Whitehall and Ludington. Orchard View coming over the final hurdle. Orchard View 1 and 2, followed by, I think, Whitehall eased out Ludington there for third and fourth. So, pretty exciting race there.
My apologies.
Oh, that's fine.
Our camera went out upstairs, so that's why you only saw the finish. So I hope you had a good call there.
Oh, no, well, that's asking a lot. But.
My apologies to the folks out there watching.
Right. Let's see here. Who else am I missing? Catch up on some of these.
Had to go run up our camera operator, Courtney, a battery.
Okay. In the 100 hurdles for females, we had 3 personal records set. Actually, 2 personal and 1 school record set in the top 3 in the 100-meter hurdle event for the women. It was Catherine Karboski setting a personal record for Ludington, winning that event, 17:37. Then he had Amanda Cedarquist with a school record for Montague at 17:48. And then Greta Kerr for Ludington setting a personal record at 18:25 in that 100-meter event. Allison Kelly also setting a personal record, finishing 5th at 19:31.
And they're off.
They are off. Whitehall of the lead. Might be Fremont in second. Yeah.
Ludington, Fremont, Montague, Fremont, Manistee.
All right. Billy has conjugated the field. Whitehall with the lead, but here comes, we're getting a jam pile for second. And actually now we have, I think, let's see here. Fremont runner taking first place so far, right?
Oh, yeah.
That looks like Daniel Romero, who wiped out on one of the finishing second, or coming in second is Ludington. Now this is an Oak Ridge runner, I believe, coming in third. Let's see here. You had Fremont, Ludington, and Oak Ridge, I believe. Or no, Montague. My mistake. Montague. So Fremont, Ludington, and Montague.
Please remove the hurdles from the track.
First call, 3,200.
Which means we're moving on.
Okay, we're at 200, 3,200. Let's see if.
We're moving on to the 800 meter. And here they come.
Okay.
Starting with the girls.
Yep.
We got Whitehall and Montague, Ludington, Orchard View.
This is the 800 run we're thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I could go by the leaderboard, but we got a lot of Hart girls that aren't here. So Cammie Cray would be in this for Whitehall. And Cecilia Postma for Montague. And Adeline Britton for Whitehall will be in this one. Wish I could do better than that, but I can't. Let's see here.
He's getting them all lined up.
That's quite a discussion that goes with that, isn't there?
Yeah, you can't push each other. No hitting below the belt.
Right.
I want a nice, clean fight. I've been calling him Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, red and yellow over there.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Yeah. Mahomes.
And here he goes. And they're off.
All right. Looks like we have Whitehall with a lead. That might be Cammie Cry.
A commanding lead right now.
Yeah, I believe that is her. And it looks like Manistee might be second. And let's see here. To the women. Where the women at?
She's almost got such a lead. Nope, she just took such a lead that she is the only person in frame now.
Yeah.
She can't get wide enough to get.
So I'm going to say that's Cammie Cray or Cammie Cry. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Well, I'll tell you what, she can run. She's already won the 1,600 meters at a time of 5:22 even. Coming in second is a Fremont Packer. That could be Lene Page.
Viking.
Oh, it's a Viking.
Luddington,
It is
yep.
Viking. Okay, so that would be probably Ariana Treat. Luddington would more than likely be Summer Brower. And I'm doing this based on another event, so but it's the best thing. At least I can put a name with, I'm thinking, these girls. And I think that's a Manistee girl that is fourth. Let's see if I can make up who that might be. And that could be Cecilia Postma.
Yeah, it's Whitehall, Luddington, Manistee, Luddington, Montague.
That may be Nadia
Montague.
Gerson, the other Luddington girl.
Luddington, Montague.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But this is, Cammie for Whitehall is going to, barring a miraculous comeback here, is going to win this one going away. Getting a nice little run there by your teammate. Looks like I believe that's Ariana Treat. It's going to finish second. And I think that's going to be Summer Brower finishing third. And Manistee, I'm going to put that as Cecilia Postma. And I'm not 100% sure, but it's an educated guess, and that's the best guess that I've had in, 2.5 hours. So
There
I'm
it
going to
is.
stay with it.
Whitehall first and second.
So
Luddington, Manistee. Unofficial, but
Yep. So I'm going to say that's Cray first, Treat first or second for Whitehall, Brower third, and Postma fourth. I'm going to say. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll see. So it is Cray. I hear that. So that was helpful. So it is Cammie Cray having a good day. Yeah, it rhymes.
yeah.
It's a little bit like Dr. Seuss there. Little Dr. Seuss in track. Well, okay. Well, if I can piece it together like that, I don't feel so bad.
Here come the gentlemen now.
Okay.
I know that one. I see a Wrath boy.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
Final results, men's
Which one? Is it long-haired?
Yep.
sixth place,
No.
Hotel,
Okay.
44.22.
Noah Rath. All right. So we know him.
Fremont, 44.09. Fourth, Camden Thompson, Whitehall, 43.38. Third, Lucas Peterson, Luddington, 42.53.
See if I'm missing anything that we haven't given as far as a final.
42.47. And the men's 300 meter
And there he goes. He's set. He's now.
So we got Noah Rath surrounded here is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, he's giving him the lowdown. He's like, I want a nice, clean fight.
Okay. Well, I wonder. I wonder who's going to be. Let me see if I can make this one up. Let me get back to the boys. Come on, guys. Where are you at here? I want to run. 100 meters. No.
And here we go. On your mark. Get set. Go.
All right. Boy, Ludington jumps right out with a lead there. Ludington and Fremont going at it here.
Final results, women's long jump, 6th place, Ariana Tanner.
Let's see if I can bluff my way through this. I don't know if I can or not. Ludington first, 2nd place. That might be.
That's Fremont.
Yeah, Fremont 2nd place, Ludington first, although the Fremont. Now that runner for Fremont could either be Pettis. I'm thinking that might be Sean Pettis or Springstead.
You know that this pack is nice, and I mean anybody could break away with this.
And it looks like Ludington and Fremont running 1 and 2. Now here comes on the outside. That might be Jack Houdeman on the outside there, taken in 2nd. Looks like Jack. Got a Montague runner running 3rd. Fremont is in 1st. Whitehall's in 2nd. You got a Ludington runner 3rd, and Oak Ridge Montague in 4th, it looks like. Let's see. On the left side.
Yep, now here's where everybody's going to oh, wow, look at this Ludington kid coming from behind. This is where I said they were going to turn on the jets now.
And this would be Fremont first coming up. Here comes Whitehall coming on the outside. Sean Pettis.
Oh, he's going to take him.
Let's see, I think that is Jack Houdeman gaining on. I'm going to say Sean Pettis, but
it
looks like
him.
Pettis is going to have the legs to stay into first place. So I'm going to say it's going to be Pettis first, Houdeman 2nd, and then you have a whole bunch of Ludington Orioles, and that could be anywhere from Jose Flores to the Gilchrist kids. I'm not sure where that all comes in, but that was turned into a heck of a race there between I'm going to say Sean Pettis and Houdeman, Jack Houdeman for Whitehall.
He almost had he might have hit the jets just a little too soon.
Right. Yeah, he had the gear for a minute and then kind of just stripped the gear a little bit there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Actually, the Fremont runner, if it was Pettis, kind of found his 2nd wind and was able to pull away.
And now he's over there looking like I look after I go to the buffet in Vegas.
Yeah. So this is going to be the 4x400? Is that what I'm hearing? All right, 4x400.
Well, from here it looks like 800. Now we're down to the 200.
Okay.
200 meter, then the 3200, the big boy.
Okay.
And then we finish with the 4x400, the big relay.
Okay. Let's see if I can get back to where I was.
So I tell you, it's been a really really interesting, fun experience calling this.
It has been an experience, yes it has. So you think, Billy, what according to your program there, what event we're going to have here? What do you think this is?
I believe this is now the 200.
The 4x200?
No, the 200 meter.
Ah.
Where I don't see them. Yeah, they're lining up over there.
You know what? 200
right
meter.
there.
Is that guys?
Yep. Nope, ladies first.
Oh shoot. Okay. Let me see if I got something that says.
I think I see Hope over there.
Okay. All right. You know what? I might be all right here. It looks like, Destiny Lane won the semifinal. I think I'm going to be able to identify some girls here. Hey. All right. Destiny Lane won the semifinal with a personal record of 27:20 in this particular. If this is the 200 event, meter, that's what you think it is, right?
That's what I think it is.
Audria Heisinga came in 2nd at 28:22. Maylee Hope came in 3rd at 28:38. And Britta Johnson of Montague came in 4th at 28:60. And Jenna Smolin from Whitehall came in 5th at 28:89.
800 meters, 6th place, Mercedes Pack, Oak Ridge, 237.61.
All right, so I'm going to stay on this page since I think this is who these girls are. Man, it's going to be fun to be able to call really who they are.
Third, Summer Brower, Ludington, 231.01. Second, Adeline Britton, Whitehall, 229.
Oh, it was Adeline Britton.
And the women's 800-meter champion, time 227.39 from Whitehall, Cammie Cry.
Okay, so it was Britton that finished in second. I think I had Treat in there, but that was just by a guess. But I did get Summer Brower for Ludington at third, so I got 2 of the 3 out of just seat of the pants cipher in here.
And they're off.
All right, let's see if this is going to work. Let's see if these are who these really are.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is Maylee Hope leading the way, right?
Oh, yeah. And wow, look at, she's got.
Coming up on the inside is Destiny Lane, but Manistee coming away from the outside there. That would be Audrey Huizinga. It's going to be Hope, Huizinga, and Lane, it looks like.
Wow, she almost overtook.
Yeah,
Hope.
they did. So it's going to be Maylee Hope. Then I said Huizinga, and no, I said Lane and then Huizinga. So actually in the semifinals, it was the same 3 girls, just a little bit different order. It was Lane winning the semis with Huizinga second and Maylee Hope third. This time you had Hope at first, Lane second, and Huizinga at third. And let me just tell you, Billy, it feels good to find people on the map again. Man, it's been far and few between. I hope it can finish out. So what do you think is the next event here?
This is men's
200?
200.
All right. You know what? I might go 2 for 2 here. Gosh. Yeah.
And then if you want to, and then it's the big boy. It's the 3200.
Okay, let's see if I can find that. Well, first, I am so thrilled. So this is going to have such players as Tran and in the semifinals. I want to just do that. Tran and Ayler won the semi at 23:04 for Whitehall. Isaiah Atchison won the semi at 23:09. Remember, that was a pretty close race.
I see him over there, too.
Yeah. And then Malcolm Irvin at 23:16. So you got some guys who can fly, obviously. Jonah Peterson from Ludington finished 4th at 23:63. That was a personal record for him. By the way, going back to Isaiah Atchison, he set a personal record at 23:09 in this event today. And then you have Jacob Burns from Fremont. He set a personal record at 23:64. And Aiden Gilchrist of Ludington setting a personal record at 23:67 for Ludington. So there you have it. All right, sounding good. Looks like I'm going to at least be able to identify some folks here.
Here we go. Well, I heard a whistle. It's like a.
Getting set to go here.
And they're set. And. Wapow.
Wapow. How do you spell that? Wapow? W-A? Oh, shoot. Okay.
And here they go.
All right. Coming out on front here.
And they are flying.
Oh, man, they are. This is going to be quick. This is Isaiah Atchison. I do see him. He is up among the leaders here, but this is going to be Whitehall's Tran and Ayler.
Oh,
And you have in first place, it looks like Malcolm Irvin. Irvin's going to win it. It's going to be Ayler second. It's going to be Atchison third. That's going to be my count.
That's what it looked like for me, too. What a race that was.
So that was just about, yeah. So Malcolm Irvin wins that one. Tran and Ayler second, and Isaiah Atchison third, right? So I think that's how that came in.
And now we are on to the 3200.
All right. Starting to figure this out, hopefully.
We're starting to figure it out right at the end.
Yeah,
right?
I hope so. I hope
You deserve a sandwich.
I'm hoping that, like I said, it feels so good when you actually can announce who's out there.
Yeah, it does flow nicer, doesn't it?
It does. You just feel like you're more on top of it. Uh-oh. I don't see no 3200 here, so I'm going to.
Uh-oh.
Pettis, see? I think I nailed that one, too. Yeah, when I kind of know the players, I got a chance. Yeah, 3200. That does not look good for me.
It's not listed on there?
Uh-uh.
That's wild.
I know, but some of them weren't. See, that's where we lost it. We lost some of the relays because of that.
Final results, women's 200 meters, 6th place, Ava Plumford Montague, 29.47. 5th, Jenna Smolin, Whitehall, 29.22. 4th,
You're right.
Britta Johnson,
Wait, show all
Montague,
results.
28.93.
Yep.
3rd, Destiny Lane, Oak Ridge,
Okay, yeah, he's going through the race that we just called
2nd, Audrey
with the
Heisinger,
girls.
Tennessee, 26.70.
Yep.
And 1st place,
That's so strange. They don't list it.
I know. It's frustrating because some of them they do, and the ones that they do, we can pull it off. So we do have the official line on the women's 200 meters. Maylee Hope wins that one, 26:37 from Whitehall. Audrey Heisinger, personal record for Manistee, finished second, 26:70, and Destiny Lane finished third. Oak Ridge, 27:58. Britta Johnson from Montague finished fourth, 28:93, and then Jenna Smolin finished fifth from Whitehall at 29:22. Yeah, I know. Maybe I can, I wonder if I go back into the show all records if I find. So we're thinking this
No,
is.
I hit show all
Oh,
too,
and there was nothing there?
It's nothing there.
Okay, I thought maybe at least it would bring me up the preliminary or the semifinals. Shoot. Shoot.
Shoop day doo. Boop,
Yeah.
boop.
So we're shooting in the dark again, aren't we?
On your marks.
Okay.
Get set. Oh. And they're off.
Looks like Whitehall first. Trying to see way over there.
final results,
Whitehall or Fremont are just close enough.
In front, Ludington.
Oh, is it? Okay.
24.18. 5th, Aiden Gilchrist, Ludington, 23.
Yeah, it is Ludington at first.
4th, Jacob Burton,
Second might be Fremont. We'll know better when they get on this side of the track.
0.17.
It's either going to be Ludington, Fremont, and Whitehall, or Ludington, Whitehall, and Fremont, I think,
200 meter champion,
as far as the top three.
6'8", from Whitehall, Malcolm Irvin.
Yeah, Ludington. I'm around Ludington. I'm around Whitehall, Ludington.
This is Summer Prower. I just know because I know what she looks like. She is fourth, the little girl there from Ludington. That's the only one I can facially recognize. Or let's see. Ludington is in first place here. So I wonder if I can get some help from past performance.
It's you're right. It is Ludington, Whitehall, Fremont.
Fremont, yep. And then
Ludington.
Ludington,
Manistee,
and
Ludington,
Ludington, and then Manistee.
Manistee.
Boy, they've bunched up in about two different packs, haven't they? You got the lead three and then the middle three.
Women's division with 15 of 17 events completed. Orchardview 9, Fremont 30.
So you still got the same three over there on the far side of the track now. Ludington, Fremont, Whitehall.
We had a backflip there too.
Yeah, looks like we're going to Fremont challenging here.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
is that what is that Fremont or is that Whitehall?
I
can't
think
tell.
Whitehall just took the lead.
Okay. And now Ludington dropping back.
I'm not Cal. I don't got my binoculars.
I know. I always laughed at him for bringing those, but well, I tell you, there's more and more events that you need them. What you need in track is binoculars, and you need the runners to have their names on their back.
You
That
need
would be
the full knowledge of God of every student and athlete in the division.
right. We can almost bluff this, but not quite. So,
Yeah, that is definitely Whitehall. Oh,
Yeah.
they got numbers.
So Whitehall, Fremont, and Ludington, the top three spots.
And they're another go around because that's the big one,
Right.
and that's why they're taking their time too and pacing.
Pacing themselves.
Oh yeah,
Some pacing themselves more than others.
yes.
again, we still have that Whitehall, Fremont, Ludington top three, and boy, they have really distanced themselves from the second
next pack, yeah,
of three runners.
Our cameras are concentrated on the front pack, but behind them you do have another pack of Ludington, Manistee, Ludington.
Yeah. Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard. Wonder how many people are around that remember that reference. Just old farts like me, yeah. Old farts like us, Billy. Yeah. All right. Let's see if the Fremont girl's got a kick in her left. Looks like maybe a little bit. I don't know if she's going to be able to catch her, though.
They are. I'd say that the race is between
Fremont and Whitehall.
Right now.
Whitehall on top, and it looks like you're going to have...
And they're on number 4.
Number 4, yeah. Definitely it's going to be between those three, because I just don't see this second pack getting close enough. Boy, it would take me a golf cart, and then I still wouldn't be in the top three.
Yeah, I mean, unless one of these other packs, they pull out Sonic's ring and...
Right. Yeah, now you see the Ludington girl dropping back.
Right.
And
the pack is no longer together.
The Whitehall girl, what event did we say this is? Tell me that one more time.
3,200.
Okay, let's see.
Which wasn't listed.
No,
but we do have stats.
I'm thinking if I got the leaderboard here, 3,200, right?
Yeah, if Whitehall's the top of it.
I wonder if that's Ariana Treat. She's a third on the leaderboard. You would think so, right?
The
Fremont girl might be Lene Page, and the Ludington girl would. I don't think it could be Summer Brower at third. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Ariana Treat, Lene Page, and Summer Brower are the top three.
And they're going around again.
All right.
This one can get out of hand. This one can get away from you.
Right.
Because this is that second group, and they're
dropping
way behind.
Yeah.
And the group that was in front is no longer a group anymore.
In fact, they have passed some of the slower runners. They've lapped one, and now they're lapping their second.
And she is lapping her second time.
If that is Treat, she is pulling away from Page and Brower.
She is the lone person in the camera shot right now. Because of that, she has pulled away so far that we can only track her.
Man, she is just putting more and more distance on. Isn't that something? You have this race all the way through until you find out who has the kick there. And I'm going to say that is going to be Ariana Treat for the Vikings. She was on our leaderboard in this event at 11:37.62, and she finished third. I mean, on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I just heard somebody say, "Go Ari."
All right. So, good. Our detective work worked out well there. Okay, they got another one.
Another lap. What is it, 8 of these bad boys?
I don't know.
If one is 100.
Yeah. So, do your math.
800. Ooh, gosh. This is like... That's quite a bit. Yeah. I'm not a math guy.
When you have to play that's quite a bit card, you're kind of you kind of realize it. Yeah, that was like me in math class. That's a little bit more than that. Yeah. Math teacher used to say, "Show your work," and it was a picture of a stick man of me copying the kid next to me. That was showing my work.
Yeah, just take a picture of my hands, counting my fingers.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can only go up to 10 there. Man, I'll tell you what, Ari Treat is pulling away big time. It's not even And if that is going to be Lene Page, she has dropped. And even dropping farther is Summer Brower of of Ludington.
8. I was right. 8.
8 laps?
8 laps.
Man, that is a distance. Whew. There is no way. I couldn't drive this far. No, sirree. Man.
That's right, because it's 400. Because one is
Yeah.
the 400. The 8 of them bad boys is 32, and I would be winded after one.
Oh, man.
Half.
Yeah.
Quarter.
Gee whiz. I mean, this could be a double lap situation for R.E. Treat, right? She's coming up, I think, on girls that she has lapped before.
I believe she's already lapped that person.
Yeah. Man, that is. There was a comedian that said, man, you wonder what goes in the minds, like in the Olympics, of the guy that finishes like 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And he's thinking, man, I trained this whole year to finish 5th. I could have been out having fun, eating pizza, and still finish 5th.
Probably not. but-
Probably not, yeah. But for the sake of the joke, yeah, because you still
Yeah.
have to get through all the trials and all
Yeah,
that
you
stuff.
think
right?
about
Yeah.
that, he's still 5th in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be Ariana Treat. She's going to lap another one here. And boy, where is the second place girl? Holy smokes. Coming right here, just right now, just into our
Right
picture.
here, yeah.
That's, I'm going to say Lene Page from Fremont. That's my best educated guess. And Summer Brower still trying to hang in there in 3rd. But man, you talk about lapping the field, literally. Wow, huh?
And still looking strong, too.
Oh, yeah, you bet. Looks like she could go another 8 laps. She'd say, shut up. Don't say that so loud. Wow, look at the distance. I mean, she's coming up lapping a girl for the 2nd time, Ariana is. And I look way back here to the right just by the flagpole. That is Paige. I mean, that's a half a mile distance, it seems like.
Yeah, and remember, this thing started, they were all together in
Right.
in one heap that turned to 2.
Right.
That,
It was 2 groups of 3, right?
mm-hmm.
And they were pretty well bunched up. And then,
I believe she's coming in. Yeah, I believe this is it.
man, she's got to be putting together a good time. Like, her best for the leaderboard is 11:37.62 in this event. I'm going to be interested to see if somehow we can find out what her time is in this. Oh, it is over. Okay, she did win.
Oh, yeah.
And then eventually coming in 2nd will be Paige. We believe that's Lene Page.
Which is here.
Yep. And she, and then there would be, there comes Summer Brower, I do believe. So it looks like it is going to be Ariana Treat. Then you have Lene Page and Summer Brower, the top 3 in this 3,200 event here.
I'm out of breath just watching it.
Oh, man. So what's next on the agenda,
Is
Billy?
the
The men's version of this?
The men's version of this.
Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. Get this surrounded here. Okay. Well, you won't have Clayton or Seth Ackley here, but you will have Carter McIlroy, Andre Richmond, and Stuart Waters. I got 3 Vikings here. So it's not going to help me with the rest of the guys unless I can figure out something. Let me go to the 1600 and see if I can piece this together a little bit. You might have
3 Vikings and a baby.
3 Vikings and a baby, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm going back to the 1600 meter here to see if there'd be the same guys that would run that. If that's the case, it might be Sean Pettis But I don't know if he runs that far. I mean, he just had a heck of a run here. That'd be awful quick to turn around and run a 3,200.
Well, they still have to get through this one. This race technically isn't over.
Oh, yeah. There's still people finishing.
Well, if you recall, the girl that's out there now, she was lapped twice.
Right.
So she's now finishing.
Oh, good for her, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Keep right on going.
Yep, and here she comes in.
That's got to be tough.
There's that sweet sounding voice.
Well, I tell you, do they get? Oh, she's got to go again.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she's got one more.
Oh, good Lord.
Now, do they get points? Do they get points for
How you doing?
Good yourself.
Doing well.
continuing?
Thanks for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. You might not say that when you watch us back.
No, you're fine. You get upset for not being able to find the names, but I think you were doing fine.
Yeah. No, I feel so much better when you do kind of find the names, or if you put it together.
And I bring Courtney the battery upstairs, and she's like, "I'm so sorry. I've had something in my eye for the last hour. My camera works no good." I'm like, "Oh, you're doing great."
Yeah, there you go.
I think it has been wonderful.
It has. Good experience.
We've never called it before.
Boy, you would never know that, would you?
No.
You're doing great. I mean, you're doing camera work and everything else. That's the Ludington coach. Oh, I just pulled a muscle. You believe that? Pulled a muscle sitting here. Gosh.
Tell that to the kids out there.
I know. That's bad. Ouch. How'd you get hurt, John Russell? Well, I was calling a track meet and I stretched. Yeah. You know you're getting older when you hurt yourself getting out of bed.
Right.
All right. Tell me one more time, Billy, 3,200 guys, right?
3,200 guys.
Okay, I'm going to then zero in on the 16. Let's see what the 800 meter would be. Let's see if it's still going to be the Sean. Maybe. Maybe it is going to be these guys. I mean, I definitely know because of the leaderboard that we're going to have Carter McIlroy, Andre Richmond, and Stuart Waters for Whitehall. But I don't necessarily know the rest of the field. Let's see here. Owen Fairfield might be out there for Montague. Sean Pettis for Fremont. Jose Flores, I think I know what he looks like, from Ludington, if I see him out there. Carter Sherman from Fremont and Isaac Romero from Fremont. Let's see if these guys show up out there. Oh, they're getting lined up, so we'll find out in a minute.
Thank the fine sponsors.
You want to thank the fine sponsors?
Yeah, you can give them a thanks.
Thank you, North Grove Brewers, Montague, Van Dyke Mortgage, Foundation Systems of Michigan, Durga Insurance Group, Green Ridge Realty, Chris Dykema, Sarah Reel, Big Stone Therapies. Got to get out there and get a Big Stone therapy. That sounds good sometimes, doesn't it? Grieve Law, especially now. Scheid Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, and Dave Dusenberry, Coldwell Banker. Thank you, folks, for being with us and putting up with us this year. We do appreciate that. Could not do this without you.
Right on time, too.
As I like to say, we can sometimes barely do it with you.
Boom, and they're off.
And they're off. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can piece this one together, Billy. Okay, out front would be a Ludington. That might be Flores. That's my guess that Flores is out front right now.
Well, he's about to be passed.
Yeah,
by
that's going to be.
Fremont.
I think that's going to be the Pettis kid. I think that's going to be Sean Pettis. You know what? I would be willing to bet that that's Pettis. Now it
And
becomes
Gruslow
Whitehall.
here, 2 Whitehalls in that group.
This is
too.
going to be tough for Whitehall because you can have Andre Richmond, McIlroy, Houdeman, or Waters. And where's Nate Boley when you see he's pretty? Get those guys that throwing Atchison, people that you recognize. All right, so I'm going to say Sean Pettis is leading this one. Second place is, I think that's Andre Richmond. I'm going to say that is Andre. It could be McElroy, though. And then Waters in third. Yeah. Flores has dropped back. That is definitely Flores for Ludington. Okay. I almost got it surrounded. Just got one question mark on which one is Richmond and which one is McElroy for Whitehall. But I'm sure that your first 4 are Pettis for Fremont, Waters for Whitehall, either Richmond or McIlroy, and then
You got 3 Whitehalls in a row. Second, third, and fourth.
Yep. Although I think we're going to lose third.
Yeah.
I think we got a Fremont Packer pressing him.
Fourth is going to lose. He's yep.
12:24.37.
Well, this is still a pretty good pace for a race this long, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
How long do you think this can go?
I don't know. This is amazing. This is an amazing pace. Okay, coming around, you're going to have Pettis for Fremont still hanging on to the lead, being chased by McIlroy and Richmond for Whitehall. Waters is in there as well. And I believe this Packer that's coming up here is, that might be Isaac Romero. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of the first 5, you got 3 Whitehall Vikings up in that first pack. I'll tell you what, they are sticking together pretty well. You're starting to see maybe 4, maybe, I don't know. The Ludington, I think that's Flores, that's still staying pretty close to the pack at 5th. But right now you're seeing Sean Pettis being the lead dog so far. He and Richmond and Waters. And who's the other one in there? That might be, like I said, that might be Isaac Romero for Fremont that's coming up. So those 4 really pushing this pack. Yeah, just judging by the length of this race and the pace that these guys are setting, it's pretty amazing. So it is that top 4. You got 2 Packers and 2 Vikings in that top 4. It's either McIlroy or Richard. They got Waters. I definitely know him. You got Pettis in first. I believe that's Romero for Fremont. And this is, I think that's McIlroy that is back farther. So I think that's Richmond that's up there in that first pack. Now we're starting to see him break off into the first 4 group, the second group of 3. Flores from Ludington still trying to stay in the same zip code with those first 4. But he's leading a pack there that's going to include Flores, I think McIlroy, and another Fremont Packer. And let's see if I can figure out who that might be. Let's see. Shucks. There we go. Might be Carter Sherman would be the other Packer, maybe. Still a very good pace set here. And now look at this, Waters taking the lead for Whitehall, bringing with him Richmond. So now you have Richmond, or Waters, Richmond, and Pettis. Looks like Romero bringing up the 4th slot. Flores for Ludington, number 5. McIlroy for Whitehall in the spot after that. And I believe that might be Carter Sherman in that 6th spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7th spot.
Wow. It's starting to spread out a little bit, but it's still anybody's race.
Yeah. Yeah, it still is. Now look at Pettis is kind of lagging back after.
Yeah, you know what? Whitehall might take this lead and not. And
That might be a two-man race here, huh? Pettis still trying to kick in there. He led most of it. He was kind of the chase dog for a while. But boy, I'll tell you what, Richmond and Waters looking like they're good to go for a while. Romero kind of struggling a little bit at 4th. Flores at 5th. I'm going to say McIlroy at 6th for Whitehall. Yeah, look at this, 1 and 2. Waters and Richmond. A little bit off the pace is Sean Pettis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right now it's a 2.5-man race. Yeah, Romero starting to labor a little bit. He might be going to get caught here by McIlroy, maybe. McIlroy doesn't look like he's laboring nearly as much as Romero is. It's still a two-man race out there with Richmond and Waters, or Waters and Richmond, actually. Pettis dropping back a bit, distant 3rd. And then, boy, look at the distance now between the 3rd place Pettis and the 4th place Romero. And Romero is going to be overtaken, it looks like, eventually here pretty quickly by McIlroy of Whitehall.
But, man, 1 and 2 are still right there.
Yep. It looks like Pettis has dropped off the pace a bit, but there still is a lot of daylight between Pettis and Romero and McIlroy. Yeah, look at this. Almost side by side. Waters and Richmond. And they don't look like they're laboring at all, do they?
Mm-mm.
Pettis kind of senses that the pace is getting away from him a little bit. Yep, McIlroy did overtake Romero, who was struggling a little bit. Flores, and I'm going to say Sherman, still in there for Fremont coming up. Looks like we're going to have a runner being lapped here by Waters and Richmond. Boy, now Waters and Richmond have really opened up the pace from Pettis, haven't they? And then you look back to McIlroy, and he's far off the pace. And now look at Waters. He is, Stuart Waters is breaking to his biggest lead of the day. Richmond behind him. And then there's a runner that was lapped. So you still have Pettis in 3rd. And another runner that was lapped, I do believe. And as you have McIlroy coming into the picture. So I think this is the final lap here, I think. I heard somebody say one more lap. Look at Richmond. Richmond is kind of gaining a little bit on Waters. Still looks like he's got some kick in him.
Yeah. He doesn't look like he's
don't know if he's going to be able to catch him, but he's definitely not losing ground. Look at that. He is actually gaining a little bit of ground. Look out. Andre Richmond coming up on his teammate Waters. Don't know if he's going to have enough to catch him, though. One more turn here.
Does he have enough in it?
Waters.
I think this one's...
Yeah, Richmond giving it a kick, but I don't think he's going to have enough to get there. Looks like it's going to be, I'll tell you what, Richmond is closing the gap. Look out here. He is coming up on it, and he took it. Richmond, I think, overtook Waters at the last minute. Oh, my gosh, what a finish. What a finish. I do believe Richmond got Waters at the finish. You got replay.
Yeah, I think he got him.
Wow. That was amazing because it looked at, you could kind of see, and I'm assuming that's Richmond. I mean, we're not 100% sure, but I think so. And I know that was Waters.
And
wow, what a
yeah,
finish, huh?
That was quite the finish.
Yeah, it looked at one time that Waters is going to, but you could kind of tell over in the backstretch there that Richmond had a little bit of a kick. Waters wasn't losing him, and then, boy, what a kick in the last, I don't know.
Now that's when you turn it on.
Yeah. And to have something to turn on, right?
Yeah, after 8 laps around.
I know. Wow, what an effort there by Andre Richmond. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be interesting to see what that time was, because they were setting a pretty good pace. Now on the leaderboard, of course, this has the Ackley's involved in it, so that doesn't really necessarily count. But the best Richmond has run is a 9:48.24. Best Waters had run was be a 10:8.96. I'm thinking that Waters did better than that in this run.
Now it's time for the 4x400.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
4x400. I still don't have it here. But maybe I can piece it. Is this going to be a girls or a guys event?
Girls and then guys.
Okay, 4x400 off.
Going. That's a relay.
Yeah.
4 times around.
I think so, yes. All right, I'm going to see if I can catch up on any finals here that we may have missed. We did the 400 meter, we did the 800 meter final. I'm not sure if we did the 800 meter final or not.
And here they come.
If not, I'll do the 800 meter final for guys right now. Sean Pettis won that at 2:02.98. That was a personal record for him. Jack Howdeman came in second. Howdeman, Whitehall at 2:04.07. Jonah Sweet came in third from Ludington. Personal record for him, 2:05.68. UD Borama from Ludington came in fourth. Personal record for him, 2:06.10. We're talking 800 meter. Trey Kesson of Ludington. So you had Ludington, and all personal records. Trey getting his personal record at 2:06.18. Then at 6, it was Clay Johnson, a personal record for him, 2:06.26 for Montague. And then he had Noah Rath getting a personal record. Congratulations, Noah. Not that we're not congratulating everybody, but hey, it's boss's kid. You got to say something nice, right? Did that sound too obvious? 2:06.54, personal record for Noah. And then Luke Centers from Manistee, 2:09.79 for them. So that was the 800 meter. That got me off on that tangent.
My camera is shaking down there because we've got a whole lot of people with signs.
Oh, yeah.
They are into it for this one.
Are they blocking your camera view?
No, they're not blocking it. It's just shaking a little bit.
All right, so we're thinking this is going to be a girls 400, 4x400?
Yes, sir.
Tell me one more time. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is I am going to go, I don't have the 4x400 set, but maybe, just maybe.
Oh, they've moved my camera, so it's no longer, I no longer see the...
This is the finish line?
I don't see the lane 8.
That was good to have that. That was good to have that finish line camera there for that one, right?
Oh, yeah.
You checked the replay.
Which I'll still go to it. But
yeah. All right, so 4x400, I'm going to say Manistee. Come on. There we go. Oh, shucks. Now I'm messed up. We'll get there. I like it when a plan comes together. All right, we'll see for girls. All right, I'm thinking on the leaderboard anyhow, Manistee is going to have the team of Ashton Janis, Audrey Heisinga, Libby McCarthy, Lacey Zimmerman. And then Montague will have Amanda Cedarquist, Lauren Smith, Jenna Erickson, Britta Johnson. Oh, I'm sorry, by the 400. Okay, I was looking at the 200.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we'll see how this all works out. See if I can figure out some names here. If I can put together the 4x200 relay teams and assume that they're going to be pretty much the same. We'll see. The only one I know for sure out there is Manistee's of McCarthy. Elena Edmondson might be out there. Cecilia Postema, Lacey Zimmerman, and Audrey Heisinger. That looks like it's a Ludington runner out leading the pack here.
Mm-hmm.
Manistee coming up. That might be the Manistee runner might be Ashton Janis. She's already bolted into second place. I'm going to say that that's, although this is a relay, isn't it? This is a relay. Okay. Well, so it is. Yeah, it would be Ashton Janis because she'd be the first leg of the relay. Okay. Yeah, she's got first place here.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, I'm assuming that's Ashton Janis, the first leg of their relay. This is Amanda Cedarquist for Montague in second. And it's a handoff there as Manistee has it. Now it's Fremont, or I'm sorry, Whitehall.
Whitehall second, Montague third.
Okay, so I'm going to say that's Audrey Heisinger out there for Manistee. For Montague, it would be Jenna Erickson, I would assume. And hang on here. Let me get back to where I was. And who's at third place? Third place is, does that look like Oak Ridge? Or that looks like Montague, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jenna Erickson. So let's see what we got here. We have, I'm going to say that's Heisinger in first. Okay, Whitehall, their second legger is Emily Smolin. Emily Smolin.
And she's catching up.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost a two-girl race there, isn't it?
It's all going to depend on how this handoff goes.
Right. So this is Heisinger putting a good distance between her and Smolin. Heisinger now will hand off on the third leg, and she will be handing off to Libby McCarthy. Great athlete there. And Smolin hands off to Samantha Mead. And I don't know, I'll tell you what, Libby McCarthy, if that's her, she got a great handoff and hit the ground running. Well, I'll tell you what, though.
Whitehall is catching up.
If that is Samantha Mead, she is doing her best to make up some time. And it still is pretty much a two-girl race. Montague, the third leg of their team is, looks like it's usually Lauren Smith, but that's not Lauren because Lauren's a blonde. Let's see. Well, of course, I'm judging this by the 4x200 too, so there could be some girls that are different.
There most definitely could be.
But leading the way here for Manistee, I'm sure, is Libby McCarthy. And Libby will hand off to the final leg. To it looks
this
like
handoff is important right here.
Yeah, Lacey Zimmerman. And Lacey takes it.
I don't know if this is a good.
And getting it now, I'm assuming that's going to be Bree Hammond for Whitehall. And I don't know. It looks like Manistee is able to certainly not lose any time here. Hammond trying her best. I'm assuming that's Hammond to close the gap, but I don't know. Lacey Zimmerman.
Well, this is probably about it.
Time 9:49.68 from Whitehall, Carter McElroy.
Valiant effort from Whitehall.
Yeah. And now this is going to be, I'm assuming that is going to be Lacey Zimmerman, and she will bring in the final leg there for Manistee. Coming in second will be Whitehall. Again, thinking that might be Bree Hammond. And where's, third? This is going to be, and that's Lauren Smith. No, that's not Lauren Smith either. That's Britta Johnson, maybe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could be. I'm not sure. But was I sure of anything? Not really.
And now the men.
This is going to be the same event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men.
And this is our final event.
Is it? Of the
believe
night?
So. I believe so.
You think we've almost survived this, Billy?
I think we have almost survived.
Good Lord. Okay, 4x400 we're saying, right?
4x400 men's relay.
All right. Well, let's see if I can find a leaderboard that does me some good here. Okay, this should be Tranna Naylor, Malcolm Irvin, Cal Kohler, Lucas Palmer for Whitehall. And then a whole bunch of Hart guys, so that's not going to help me.
Yeah.
Going by the leaderboard. Okay, I'll go the 4x200. Or I wonder if I should go
You know what?
4x800.
Are they doing 2 heats of this?
Are they?
Where's the White? Oh, wait, no, there's the Whitehall guys. I'm like, where are the Whitehall guys? I know that they're in this for sure.
Okay, this is what I'm going to think. I'm going to think. I think it's going to be Tranna Naylor. Well, let's see if I could tell you if Nate Boley's out there.
Nate Boley's out there. I see him.
Okay. So let's say Tranna Naylor, Nate Boley, Lucas Palmer, and Malcolm Irvin for Whitehall. For Fremont, perhaps Kyler De Kuiper, Kai Nordyke, Jacob Burns, and Colton Belmarez. See if we can see any other team out there. Ludington's out there, aren't they?
4x400 relay.
Yep, Ludington is out there.
Ludington 443.66. Third, Montague 436.40. Second, Whitehall 426.90. And the women's 4x400 meter relay champions, time 420.24. Manistee, team of McCarthy.
Zimmerman, 420.24 Manistee with the girls relay.
And we did get the right girls, so that was a plus. Whereas I was Ludington, Aiden Gilchrist, Nathan Gilchrist, Trey Forfinski, and Jonah Peterson would be out there for Ludington. I think I see the Oak Ridge Eagles out there too, and I do believe that would be Michael Thompson, Ty Maitland, Chris Knapp, and Vance Suchori. Hopefully I pronounced that somewhat close. My apologies. What time is it getting to be? 8 o'clock.
8:02.
Man, it's past my bedtime. It is past my bedtime. And we're thinking this is the final event.
And they're off.
And they're off. Here comes. Wow. Who is this leading the way for? Is that a Montague? If it is, that's Dakari Williams. Dakari Williams being followed by, I'm going to say, Oak Ridge. That's Michael
Ridge,
Thompson.
Then Ludington.
Ludington would probably be Aiden Gilchrist.
Then Whitehall, but this could totally change it.
Yes.
But then
Boy.
they're staggered, so these guys are.
Yeah, look at Whitehall coming on here. That might be, that could be Tranna Naylor. Boy, Trannon's already taken third place, if that's him, working on the second place guy. Dakari Williams has it for Oak Ridge in first. But, boy, Tranna Naylor has come all the way from like fourth to really getting in there to a solid third. There goes the handoff to Oak Ridge. They're going to lead out of the pack, but boy,
Here goes Nate Boley.
Yeah, Nate Boley, look out. He's flying.
He took off.
Boy, oh boy.
Wow.
He is going to be catching Ty Maitland soon, it looks like. He did catch him.
Yeah.
Wow, he blew right past him.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And then here comes for Ludington. I think that's Nathan Gilchrist. He's going to go past Maitland at some point here. But, boy, look at the distance that Boley has put in. My goodness. Yeah, now you've got Gilchrist in second place. Maitland still trying to hang in there. Boy, Boley. Boley getting ready for the handoff here. And he will be handing off to Lucas Palmer. Maitland retakes the lead from Gilchrist.
Yeah, nice handoff, too.
And now the handoff. So now you're going to have, it looks like Lucas Palmer in first, Oak Ridge in second. That would be Chris Knapp.
Here comes Montague. But
Ludington's third. That would be, I think that's Trey Forfinski. Boy, Forfinski, if that's him, he has gotten past the Oak Ridge Eagle.
No, that's Montague.
Knapp. Or is it Montague?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you're right. My bad. That would have been Mason Dark he passed. But this is going to be Lucas Palmer. Again, a good lead for him, and he's going to have a great handoff to the last leg.
Looks like
Thompson?
Thompson.
It does look like Cam Thompson. Boy, look at this. 1 and 2. It's Oak Ridge. Nice handoff there. So Oak Ridge gets out of the gate next, and that is going to be, I believe that's Vance Chicory. It could very well be, but look at this.
Man, they are fast too.
Look at Ludington. Ludington, that might be Jonah Peterson coming up here, but boy, what a distance Cam Thompson has. Really kind of set up again by Nate Boley's run there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cam Thompson's got it in overdrive.
Man, hands down, he's got it.
Is that Cam or is that Trent Ayler? I might have been wrong on some. I'm not
Maybe.
sure. Look at the second place race here between Ludington and Oak Ridge. Looks like Oak Ridge is going to hang on for second, and Ludington is going to get third.
Followed by
Fremont fourth.
Manistee
See
and
if I can
Oak Ridge.
get a final count on some of these scores here.
And that concludes the final race of the evening.
Good job. I was going to try to see if I could.
Please police the area, pick up any litter, loose.
Wow,
Please gather all your belongings before.
that was pretty
Whoa.
exciting.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
I'll tell you what, we gave it a shot. I think we picked up on some, maybe missed a few here and there, but considering what we had, I think we I don't know. We did something here, Billy. I'm not sure what it was.
It was pretty good. It
Hey,
was
thank
fun.
you.
It was fun and
Enlightening.
Yeah, and be on the lookout next week for our stats updates, where we'll update
Yes.
all of the stats on the track and the field events.
We'll find out what's going on. And then our next event is going to be, I believe, a soccer game, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, that's the next event with you. Monday, we're doing something new.
Oh, what are you doing?
We're going out to White Lake Golf Club to stream the Whitehall's golf tournament.
Good job.
Yeah, so tune in for that.
Is Connor
for some
doing that
more,
one?
Yeah, so for some more. Connor and Tate.
All right.
Tate Stein will be on
Are
the
they
call
practicing
with
talking in a whisper?
them. Yeah, they're gonna have to talk with a golf voice like this. But it should be interesting. We're going to post up at Hole 3 at White Lake Golf Club,
Okay.
and we're just going to have every team come through, and we'll have a camera down at the on the green, and where the hole where they putt.
Sure.
And then we'll have one at the tee box, and you'll see them drive and then putt. It's a little par 3,
All right.
and it should be fun.
Fantastic. So that's going to be Monday. I look forward to that one. It's good for Connor and Tate to get the golf match on there. Well, we've had a good time here. Thank you, Billy, for working the camera along with
Courtney at the
Thank
top. Yeah.
the memory's not what I used. Well, I tell you what, I feel like we've been here a week and a half.
And we got Tate filling in
Tate,
for Scott
yes.
down on the
Yep.
field. Be on the lookout for some stuff from him.
And we want to thank Scott for checking in on us and helping us from as much as he could from abroad. And a lot of the folks give us some hands on the comments here. And thank you for being patient with us. And hey, you live and learn. And I think we got out of this without getting anybody seriously injured. So
Yeah, wasn't
that's a
too
good
bad.
thing.
Not too bad.
No body count. All right, let's thank our sponsors one final time here, Billy, and then we'll get on out of here. North Grove Brewers, Van Dyke Mortgage, Foundation Systems of Michigan, Durga Insurance Group, Green Ridge Realty, Chris Dykema, Sarah Reel, Big Stone Therapies, Grieve Law out of North Muskegon, Scheid Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, and our good friend, Coldwell banker Dave Dusenberry. Thank you very much for putting up with us and allowing us to bring West Michigan Conference sports. So, for the final time, I'm John Russell. Great job there, Bill. Appreciate double duty and howdy doody and all that good stuff. And have yourself a good night, everybody.
See ya.
41.
Team on 3! Team on 3! 1, 2, 3, team!